Okay, people, what's up? We are live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We're gonna start working on this game. Remember that one, Spaceman Memories? Remember to add it to your wish list, please. You can find it there on the pinned message in the chat for the link on Steam. Remember my game, Spaceman Memories, the one that you see there in the corner. Would really appreciate it if you took the time. So we're gonna start. Hit me up with a message wherever you're watching. If you're watching on Twitch and YouTube, yeah. Let's start here. So yesterday I was meaning to work. It was fucking disaster yesterday. It's good that the vibes were good on yesterday's stream because the work wasn't. I was like really sucking ass yesterday. I was like modeling like shit. My textures were a fucking mess. So let's do this shit today in the correct way of doing 3D modeling and texturing and stuff, not in the stupidest way that I was doing it yesterday. Okay, so I've been the thing that I was trying to figure out was like making this house for this space, right? It's like, yeah, some kind of house like in the middle of the forest, right? Like in the reference that we're seeing here, these are called Futuro houses. And yeah, yesterday I was meaning to do it. I ended up doing it. Then I wanted to add a door. Then I fucked up the UVs, started adding faces, subdivisions, and I fucked the whole model. So I'm gonna have to start from scratch that idea. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new model here in Blockbench. So yeah, we can do that. Okay, awesome. So let me fire up Sprite also, because and today I'm gonna do the right texture. I'm not gonna start fucking up the texture and adding like size to the texture, to the canvas and shit. We're gonna go into the regular way of doing 3D modeling and shit. Okay, I'm waiting for Sprite to load. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, give me a sec here. Text house, yeah. Dude, where? Oh, fuck Discord. I fucking hate this overlay from Discord. It's always like getting in the middle of shit. Okay, let me see. Yeah, let's open up this one. So this was the texture we were having on yesterday. Let me fire up here. Yeah, let me fire up stream avatars. I forgot about stream avatars. So give me a sec so we can have it there. So we gotta be fair about the rewards on Twitch. So give me a second. It's good that there's no one in chat right now. If not, there wouldn't be no avatars there on the screen. So connecting, starting. So just a sec, people. And are we set? Yes, I think we are. Yeah, okay, there it is. Let's keep going. I didn't remember we had this like dead pixels around here and there, so let me fix that shit before we start. Okay, this one, I can't even remember when I deleted those pixels. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't that locked in as I should be, but today we're gonna be locked in, we're gonna be working, we're gonna be making progress and shit, so let's fucking go. Okay, yeah, yesterday this was the issue that I was having when I started like fucking up the canvas and adding some space to this image. I'm gonna leave it, yeah, I'm gonna leave all that blank space in case I need it, and I do not have to go and change the whole size of the image like yesterday. So let me save up this one. This one's gonna be Futuro House 01. Yeah, okay, there we have it. Oh shit, dude, fucking slow. It's the same file. Okay, I'm just gonna save it. Let's go back here and let's import the texture. Yeah, let's import the texture. And what's the fucking size of this? Yeah, okay, let me remind myself. Let me create the enable the grid, and this one was 80 by 48. Yeah, let's go into here. Let's create a new mesh cuboid. Should we do a beveled cuboid? No, let's go with the cuboid. Yeah, the beveled cuboid is cool sometimes, but then it starts to get tricky when you start adding subdivisions, so I'm just gonna go with the regular cuboid. Okay, so this one 48. No, what is the fucking height? Yeah, 48. No, 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 no. Let me see. Yeah. So which is the height? Because every fucking thing is different on each fucking software. The X and Y and Z. I'm always getting lost in that. Yeah, 48. But no. This is not the thing. So where is it gonna be? 80. Yeah, 80 on that axis. But shouldn't be that tall. So nah, this one no. Okay, this is like a cube, right? We do 48 here. Yeah, this is the right size. So it's 48 on the Y, but 80 and 80 and 80 on the others, right? Yeah, so now if I start doing some, okay, I'm gonna assign the texture to this one. Texture, let's assign it. And if I start doing some UV unwrapping from some views, let me select these faces, this one and this one, and let's do the projection. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that one, UV prime from view, and let's move those to so they snap. Same shit here. Yeah, from okay, from that view, let's do the UV prime from view. Okay, sorry, I was like just fucking choking on my own saliva. Can you imagine how fucking stupid I can be? Yeah. Okay, anyways, yeah, we'll do the projection on that one, but this one we're gonna move it to this side because that is the one where we're gonna have the door, right? Yeah, let me zoom in here so we can have that one of the door there. Yeah, awesome. And the top one, what the fuck did we do yesterday? Let me remember. You know what I'm gonna do? Nah, let me think. Yeah, let me think about this. Dude, I should have done the fucking stupid. Yeah, shit. Okay, no, I can do it. Okay, let me do an inset here. An inset on that one. Yeah, let's do an inset on that one. Offset, we're gonna change it to 25, like half. Yes. Yeah, okay, let's see if this works. And inset here also. Yeah, I just want to like remind myself if this was the right way of doing things. Okay, 25. Yeah, 25 on the offset. And then let me see. Yeah, the projection. Yeah, let's try the projection on this. And we have like enough. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's do it from the top. UV projection from view. Yeah, so does this one work? Yeah, I think it kinda does. Yeah. Yes, this one was working in this way. Oh, so the thing when I started fucking it up was, okay, let's try this then. Let me add a new layer here and let's create a couple of details. I think okay, so slow, yo, so slow says on YouTube. Oh, I'm back on the fridge. Oh my god, dude, are you getting the computer until tomorrow, my friend? Appreciate it, thank you for coming. Was a bit silent before you came. So, dude, can you like do you have a phone, dude? Could you take a picture of how YouTube looks on your fridge and how you're seeing the stream? If you have a phone, if you don't have it, don't worry. Take the picture and post it on the Discord. Because this is a special thing, dude. This is the fucking future. Watching live streaming on a Samsung smart fridge. It'd be really cool if you have a phone to take a picture of it. How are you, dude? How was your day, by the way? Okay, let me see this one. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, you'll see what I'm trying to do here, people. Yeah, I'm gonna add a couple of those. Yeah, that is way too fucking dark. Yes, has to be a bit lighter. Okay, let me see. So this projection gets onto which fucking point? Yeah, interesting. Okay, let me see if it gets up until there. I think That's the one. Let me go back here to block. Yeah. This is what I'm looking for. So Slow says tomorrow I will be back on the PC tomorrow. Okay, dude. No worry. Don't worry. No worries. How was your day, dude? What did you work on today? Or what did you play? Yeah. You'll see what the fuck I'm trying to do here. So it makes it so the details on the texture may make it look more round. So Slow says I don't have a phone either. Don't worry, dude. No pressure. How was your day? Thank you for watching on the fridge. That's really fucking cool. Makes me feel honored, dude. Yeah. Not in a million years when I started live streaming, I thought people would watch my streams on a smart fridge. So this feels like the future, dude. It does feel like the future. Okay, let's reduce the opacity on this one. Let's save it. Let's go back here. Yeah, now I have those details, see? And let's do that projection on this shit. The same thing. You right from view, and let's move it down here also. Yeah, so when I start adding faces to this geometry, it will start fucking up the texture in a good way, making it more rounded. Serati TV says, hey yo, what's up, dude? Where have you been? Darna One says, can't be that smart. Okay, dude. Just because it has my stupid ass face on the fridge. Yo, Darna, how are you, dude? I hope you are well. Your health is getting better. How are you, people? Serati TV, how's work, dude? Are you in the bus right now or on the train? Do you use trains sometimes or only buses? Thank you for coming, people. Appreciate it. We were just talking with So Slow about watching YouTube on a fridge. Serati TV says, I'm getting ready to take the bus, bro. Yeah. Gotta do the work, right, dude? Yeah. I am glad, dude, that you have a job and shit. But it'd be cool, right, that you had more time to work on the game and on your shit. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. right, in Great Britain. Yeah, you live also in Darkness place, right? Yeah, so it's 4 a.m. for you, getting ready to take the bus. I hope everything goes well. Nonetheless, dude, I know how hard it must be. No, I don't know how hard it must be, dude. That is condescending. So I just hope that all your day goes well, dude. Serati TV says almost ready, bro. Good, dude. How is your game going, by the way? So Low says on YouTube, just messing around with how pixel art changes when you shrink the palette. Oh, that's what you were working on today. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, that is cool, So Slow. That is a cool thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, dude. Tomorrow that you get the computer back, I am looking forward to that. Okay, by the way, let me go to the Discord to see what people posted. Okay, so since yesterday, these were the last things from yesterday on the Discord. If you're wondering which Discord, it's this one, the one that I'm linking there in the chat. Forsaken Apps posted yesterday, good shit. Pakaku posted yesterday, Grimeshine also, a bit of Unreal Engine, Skyboxes, and Polyphim posted yesterday also. Some things that I didn't see on the stream. I didn't know this one was already available yesterday on Discord. So let's check out what Polyphim was working on. Yeah, this guy's got like a lot of creativity, visual creativity and shit. Yeah, so Polyphim, thank you for sharing, dude. I don't know how you do it, dude. This is like so foreign to me, as I am not a good traditional artist or illustrator and shit. So thanks for sharing, dude. Okay, let me start adding loop cuts here. Darkna, where the fuck did you go? How are you, dude? Okay, let me see this one. Let's... Yeah, should I do... How many loop cuts should I make it? Let's try 4. I don't want to like fuck myself up adding way too many subdivisions, so then it's hard to start modeling this. Okay, let's do a loop cut here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does it in an interesting way. 4 on this axis and 4 on this axis. Okay, let's start turning this cube into this house. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay, awesome. So what was the first thing that I was doing yesterday? I think it was the corners, right? Yeah, like the edges on the corners. That is what I started moving the first. Yeah, to make it look a bit more rounded from the corner. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, let me see. Darkna One says, getting there slowly, still weak in doing things. Ah, yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, must be. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough, dude. I hope you get better soon. How are your kids, by the way? How are they? How are they dealing with it? Is all okay, dude? I hope they are all okay. Cerote TV says that's a new house or a capsule. This is a house. Yeah, this is a house I am making. It's a house that we're gonna be able to find in the middle of this forest, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have some special like NPC here inside. Cerote TV says oof, which means like fuck yeah in Spanish. Yeah, Spanish is fucking weird, dude. I fucking know what oof means, but it sounds just so random, right? Yeah, but it means fuck yeah. Yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, so I'm working on that because yesterday I was trying to work on that, dude, and I was like really sucking ass yesterday, fucking it up. So I do hope that today I can lock in and get the right model going. Okay, awesome. Let's keep going here. The fuck. Okay, where are you, Blockman? Okay, so I was selecting corners, right? Do we have the 4 corners? I think we do. So let me start resizing shit from the top. Was this what I was doing yesterday? Yeah, this is what I was doing yesterday, right? Yeah. This is what I was doing yesterday. Okay, let me remove my watch because I want to like feel chill while I'm working. Okay, awesome. So we've got that one. Yeah, and then I selected the whole mesh, if I can remember right, and I made it less tall. Yeah, I made it less tall. Okay, yeah, like in this way. And then what the fuck did I do? Then I selected some of these faces, right? And yeah, okay, let me see if we can do it in that way. Scaling. Darno one says on Twitch, it scared them. They thought I was gonna die, so I did, but still live and kick. It just can't do much now, so being difficult. So are you getting any help, dude, from another relative, another grown-up, or are you having like a nurse? How are things going in the house? Yeah, so I hope everything can get better soon, dude. Okay, yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get there. Yeah, this is way better than yesterday. Yesterday was a fucking mess. Yeah, so this is way better than yesterday. Okay, yeah, so should I start like, yeah, selecting these ones and making them more around, I suppose. Yeah, from these corners, right? So let me select that, and that, and let's do the same thing. So from this axis, yeah, so see the texture is starting to get all fucked up, which is okay. It doesn't bother me. It's okay in the way that it's getting fucked up. Yeah, it's looking rounder. Yeah, it's looking rounder. Okay, so what the fuck is up with this one? Let me see. Switch. Yeah, let's switch that one, and then this one also. What does this one do? Yeah, okay, there it is. So does this do the trick? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. Okay, ad break ended. Thank you people for watching. If you're still there on Twitch, if you were in the middle of the ad, thank you for staying, for sticking up with me and my crazy ass work. Appreciate it. Cerote TV says sorry, I ate an ad. Yeah, no, don't worry, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry me. I'm sorry that you had to watch the ad. It is what it is, dude. I cannot disable them. I run them just for practical purposes on Twitch. It's better to be running them each 20 minutes instead of like letting Twitch show them automatically to randomly to people. Okay, yeah, we've got that one. Cerote TV says okay, no worry. Yeah, thank you, dude. Darno one says on Twitch, gets kids being helping out, and my mom, though I live about an hour away from my mom. Kids are happy I'm able to play a game with them. Repo, so funny. The game is called Repo. Okay, let me go and check out that game. So we're talking with Darna one because Darna had a health scare a couple weeks ago. hard attack and shit, and we hope that Dark Knight 1 gets better soon. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about, his new situation, this new reality about after this health scare. Okay, let me see. Repo online game, online co-op horror game with up to 6 players. It's this one. Yeah, dude, I was seeing this one on Twitter. Yeah, so this must be fun, right? With the kids and shit. Yeah, that's good, Dark Knight. I'm happy that you're having fun with the family, dude. Quality family time. Playing this type of games. Do they get really scared, dude? Do they scream and shit? How is it playing with your kids, this game? It seems like it has some horror vibes, right? Okay, yeah, we've got the right geometry. Let me move all of this edge. Yeah, it's good that I can select that whole edge loop. We can do this. Nah. Yeah, do we have both? Yeah, check it out. So that gives us more like that capsule like geometry. It's gotta be more rounded, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Let me move a couple of these faces a bit more down here. Are this the middle faces? Yeah, I think they are. Okay, let's move them a bit more down so it looks less flat here. Nah, so I gotta move like just one, right? The one in the middle. Okay, yeah, that looks good, I suppose. I'm gonna fix some of those faces. Yeah, let me move this one a bit up. Dark Knight 1 says on Twitch, not really scary, but you do get stuck in the moment when you're just messing around scaring each other. That's when it gets us. Yeah, dude, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, how much does the game cost, dude? Yeah, how much does it cost to play with? So yeah, to get it for other people, play with friends and shit, sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, let's switch this one and this face crease. I think that's too much. That's too much on that face, to how I moved it. And on this one, let me fix those ones. Switch face crease. That's the right one. This one, let's do the same thing. Switch face crease. Okay, awesome. So now let's select a couple of these face edge loops. Yeah, let's select this one, and this one, I suppose. And let's do a resizing. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, check it out. Now we're getting that like capsule rounded, more like rounded type of geometry. Let me select this one, and this one. Let's do it more like loaded from that side. Yeah, that is cool. And this one, let's do it a bit more bloated in that way. Yeah, is it too much? I think it's too much. Yeah, let's do the same thing here. Okay, let me read the comments. Serati TV says oof. Dark Knight 1 says 850. Oh, that's surprise. That's the price of the game. Yeah, so it's not expensive, right? It's not expensive to play with the family. Physics says, yo, nice suppository. It is not a suppository, dude. What's up, Physics? How's life? It's not that, people. It's not what Physics said. This is a Futuro house. This is like a space capsule. Serati TV, thank you for the oof, dude. I know what that oof means. It's like, fuck yeah. So thanks, dude. Okay, so now the corners get all fucked up, right? So let's fix those corners. But yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. We're gonna fix up some of these edge loops. Yeah. Okay, let me select those corners. How would we do that? I suppose we select these edges. Yeah, so this one, and this one. What the fuck happens if we do it in this way? No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this one, and this one. Yeah, those 4 are the ones that it doesn't. Yeah, I just need like this 3, it seems. Yeah, so just this 3. Do we have a fucking edge there? I cannot fucking see the edge loop selected. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's not like very clear to like visualize it, but yeah, they are there. Okay, let's select this one. Fuck yeah. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, way better than yesterday. Yesterday was a fucking mess. You should go and see the VOD, the recording of this. It was really a mess. Okay, let's do a resizing on this. Yeah, see, that's when we get this to be more rounded in the right way. Yeah, so it's looking like a capsule. Things are getting fucked up here around the door, it seems. Yeah, so let's work in that. Let me select these faces and this one and this one and this one. Not those ones. Yeah, let me select this one and this one. Let's scale them a bit out. Is that the one I should scale out? Or this one and this one also? Serato TV says The World of Wars Part 2. Which are you talking about the War of the Worlds? That one? La Guerra de los Mundos? The War of the Worlds? Oh, or is there something called the World of Wars? I don't remember the World of Wars. Maybe I am mistaken. Yeah. World of Wars. Okay. I think it's War of the Worlds, right? Yeah. It's like the switching up the words, the ones that you said. Guerra de los Mundos, I think. Serato TV says my English issues. I do have those also, dude. So don't worry. I constantly have English issues. So, but I got what you were saying. Yeah, I got what you were saying because I have those same English logical thinking issues, right? Yeah, so I totally get it, dude. Don't worry. I always suck ass at English sometimes, dude. So, yeah. That's why I understood what you were trying to say. Yeah, so you get reminded a bit on this one, on that story, on that movie. That's what you're saying, I suppose, right? Yeah, I suppose, yeah, man. I suppose, yeah, you are right. Okay. Yeah, let's start fixing up this door. Serato TV says the tripod. Yeah, I gotta add the tripod now below. Physics says Wiro. What? War of the Worlds. What is Wiro? I am not gonna read this one, Physics, because you've baited me in the past. So now I have trust issues about reading weird shit that I do not understand. Yeah, what does this one mean, Physics? Okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, I may not make it that rounded to keep that low poly vibe. Yeah, I could like make it more rounded, but now I'm thinking, yeah, I should not make it that rounded. We gotta keep the low poly vibes of this thing. Yeah, so I should definitely not make it that rounded. Yeah, so let's see how we fix up the door here. So these UVs. Yeah, can I do anything with this? Nah. Let's select these ones. Yeah, the ones that have the door, I suppose. What happens if I add another subdivision here? Yeah, another loop cut. Do we get it there on the UVs? Yeah, we get it on the UVs. Yeah, so let me do that. I should have added that one to have a bit more of support. Physics says read it in Spanish accent. It's World of Warcraft. I don't know. So Slow says I think the fire should be like flat. The door. Oh, you're talking about the door. But as you can see, So Slow, in the reference it is curved. Yeah, you can see how the door would be. It is curved. I thought about making it flat, but then I was like, yeah, it could be tricky to make it flat. And now I understand why it wasn't even flat on the real one. Yeah, because it makes sense, right, to think about flat doors like in a regular house. But on this one, it seems like, yeah, I gotta go with the curved one. I'm gonna like fix it right now. It's like too wide now. It's like all the geometry is like fucked up. So yeah, I am gonna fix that. What about if we do this? Yeah. Okay. Let me see this one. Let's see this one. Yo, physics, how is life? How is the work and shit? The companies, the family. Yeah, how are you, dude? Yo, so Dark Nawana, I'm happy, dude, that you've been enjoying this cool game. I would really like to try it one of these days. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so Slow says the door. Physics says Star Wars. Yes, I remember Star Wars. That one I do. And just reading it very clearly, I know what a Star Wars is, right? In Spanish, in Latin American Spanish. Guerra de la Galaxia, Star Wars, right? Yeah, man, a lot of people just say Star Wars. It's very, very common. And a lot of people just call it Guerra de las Galaxias. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let's go back here. Yeah. So fixing up the door in that way makes it look better. Yeah, I think we are set there. I may reduce a bit of these pixels around here. Yeah, like one more pixel there. Let's reduce one more pixel on this side also. Let's save it. Let's go back to Blockbench. Yeah, so Slow. I know what you're saying, dude. I totally get it. Yeah, I totally get what you were saying about the door being flat. But then I was watching the reference and they have curved doors. Okay, Physics says Juan Solo, Luke Skywalker, Arturito. Yes, Arturito. Dude, when I was growing up, I said Arturito. I didn't understand the motherfucker was called R2D2. It just sounds like Arturito in Spanish. That's why there are so many memes about Arturito. Have you seen those memes, people? Let me show the memes. Arturito, Star Wars. Dude, I said Arturito when I was growing up. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, this meme. I saw this meme a while ago. So this is Arturito. This is R2D2, right? The one that you know. The Americans know this is the regular R2D2. And this is let me find the right one. Yeah, this is Arturito. Yeah, the one that we have in Latin America. Yeah, this one, Arturito. Yeah, dude, that is a funny fucking joke. A lot of people just think this guy is called Arturito in Latin America. Spanish is fucking cooked, dude. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I grew up calling that guy Arturito. Yeah, then I was like, it was a mix of fucking letters, like R2D2. Yeah, it didn't make sense when I was like, I figured it out. But yeah, it's a mix of letters. Oh shit. Yeah, Latin America doesn't give a flying fuck. People just go on their own tune. They dance to their own tune and shit. Yeah, man. It's a crazy ass place, Latin America. Yeah, we were just talking about that with a cousin earlier, because we were like talking about food. Like Venezuela and Colombia fight. They have like this centuries fight about who the fuck invented this food called the arepa. And Hondurans and Salvadorans also have the same fucking fight about pupusas. Yeah, it's a crazy ass fucking place. It's like a fucking comedy, Latin America. Serati TV says, yo bro, I'll take a nap while I'm on the bus. Speak to you soon. Thank you, dude, for coming. Have a good rest of your day and have a safe trip, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, don't worry, dude. Totally get it. Okay, let's start fixing up this one. Yeah, it's a very surreal place, Latin America. And the culture and shit. Yeah, you cannot find the vibe anywhere else. I don't know why, dude. I don't know why, but it's just like that. Yeah, Cerote TV says cheers, bro. Also here, but yeah, away from the keyboard. Yeah, don't worry, dude. Totally get it. Yeah, no, you gotta rest. You gotta rest. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't even say anything. Don't overthink it. Go ahead, dude. Go and have some rest before work. Okay, let's save that one. I think we are on the clear now. Yeah. So let's make the base. Yeah, it's like, let me see. Yeah, how many? It's like 4 sides. Yeah. Yesterday I was doing it with 3 sides. It's 4 sides. It's not a tripod. It's a 4-pod. Yeah. What the fuck is... How the fuck do you say something that is not a tripod, that has like 4 legs? A quadrupod? Yeah. I suppose it's a quadrupod, right? I suppose. Yeah, okay. Let me just like chill here on the fucking chair, because my back is like hurting a bit. So yeah, let's keep going here. Yeah, so yesterday I was meant to do it with the Taurus, right? Yeah, like the base. Okay, so let's do the Taurus and shit. Yeah. What was the fucking size of this? Okay, let me see. So then I did this from below. I started resizing shit this way. Nah. This is not what I did yesterday. So let's add Taurus. So sides, thickness, diameter. What the fuck did I do yesterday with the diameter? Thickness, I think 4 was okay. Did I do 20? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I did it with the... Nah, it wasn't 20. I think it must be like 100. Yeah, let me try 100. Yeah, let's try 100. Yeah, it was like 100, I suppose. Yeah, but it's not 100. It is less. So I suppose it must be like 80, something like that. I think we are set with 80. Yeah, 80 it was. So I can go below and start like tweaking it to the right shape of this. So no, I think this could work. Yeah, I think this could work. So where's the door? Yeah, there's the door. So this one, I think I resized it a bit on this axis. Yeah. This kind of works. Let me see the reference of this. I could have like make it be less, a bit thinner, less thicker, but I'm gonna leave it like that just for the sake of making it cartoonish, I suppose. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. So 4 of those bases, right? Yeah, we're gonna have those blocks and shit. Yeah, let's fire up Pixel Basher because I'm having ideas about those blocks. Oh fuck yeah, it is good that I left some blank space here on the texture because I'm gonna fucking need it. So I did not use 2 materials for this very simple thing. Physics says on YouTube, did you know Cubans speak Spanish? Yeah. What type of question is that one, dude? I at no point in my life I would have thought or expected Cubans spoke other language. In my mind, they have always spoken Spanish. Yeah. Why are you asking this one? Physics. Yeah. In my mind, dude, as I grew up thinking about Cubans, they have a very, very marked accent, right? A very Cuban accent, Spanish, in Spanish and shit. Yeah, so now I'm asking you back. Why do you ask if I knew? What? Okay, that word in the middle, I know what that one means. I don't know what the other ones mean. I suppose it means the same shit that it means in Honduras, that word in the middle, right? Yeah, what the fuck does this mean, like the whole phrase? Okay, let's go here. Yeah, it's good that I left. Oh fuck yeah, I'm happy now that I left some blank spacer. Let me fire up Pixel Basher so we can start like getting some of those textures for some of those things. Let me see this one. Okay, cylinders, right? Okay, cylinders. So diameter, diameter. Yeah, 10. I suppose. Height. I suppose we're gonna go with 100. And sides. We don't need a lot of sides here, but we need it to look like a cylinder, right? So yeah, let me see. Let's go back here into Blockbench. Okay, physics says on YouTube, it means I love you in Cuban Spanish. Nah, it doesn't mean that shit, dude. I fucking know what that word means, the one on the middle, dude. It means the same thing in Cuba as in Honduras, dude. It doesn't mean I love you. I am not gonna fall for this shit like that other day in which I was reading things in Indian or Indonesian. I can't remember that day that you baited me to read some stupid ass shit in another language. But no, I know what that word means, the one in the middle. Yeah, we have that also in Honduras. Okay, let's see. Confirm that one. Yeah. Oh shit, this is fucking big. Yeah, nah, this is fucking big. The diameter, it's too fucking big. So diameter, let's see, 6. Physics says they have super funny names in Cuba too, like US Navy and US Mail, which are just US Navy. And here in Honduras too, dude. There's a very specific region in the east of Honduras where people put crazy ass names. You can find people named yeah, just like throwing it out there to tell you like some example, like, yeah, Michael Jackson. Yeah, they put names of like brands or Coca-Cola or Michael Jackson or a brand or a celebrity. There's a very specific place where some very specific people go crazy with the names, just like what you're saying, like US Navy and US Mail in Cuba. I have seen this. Physics says pronounced. How do you pronounce it? Use Navi. Yeah. Use Mail. Yeah. 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 Usmail. Yeah. Yeah. Usmail. Yeah, dude. We also have that here in Honduras, and I suppose we have that in all of Latin America. People giving these crazy type of names that they just heard in a fucking movie or on a TV show and shit, and putting those to the kids. That is very common, dude. Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, that is true. This is not a fake ass story from Cuba or Honduras. This is very much true, people. Okay, let me select this vertices. Let's do resizing on this one, the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, is that the right? Yeah, I think that is okay. No, it's not okay. Yeah, it's gotta have a bit of like the same diameter. Yeah, physics says USPS. Yeah, USPS. Yeah, dude, I don't know, dude. Latin America's crazy. It's a very surreal place. What I was saying earlier. Yeah, there are some crazy things that just happen around here. Yeah. USCIS. What is that one? What agency is that one? Yeah, I don't know that one, dude. Okay, let me select all of these vertices. Let's move this up. Yeah, okay, let's do the whole fucking thing. Yeah, okay. Let me analyze like the height. Yeah, I suppose it's gotta be because we're gonna have like the concrete bases, like the brick bases there. So I suppose this one should be shorter. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so let me select the whole fucking thing in that way. Yeah, and what is the axis that we have there? Yeah, okay. Grimshan says, what's up, dudes? How are you, Grimshan? Thank you for coming, dude. How is life? How has your game been? How was your day and shit? Thank you for coming. How is dinner going? What are you having? Physics says United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. That is USCIS. Yeah, not yeah, dude. Latin America can be very crazy with names. I didn't know other countries had that, because we have that in Honduras. I didn't know they also had those kind of things in Cuba also. Dude, what the fuck is up with this pivot points moving? Yeah, okay, let me move it back here. Yeah, pivot point on the bottom, pivot on the bottom. Okay, let's do the rotate on this one. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Yo, so Grimeshine, today the capsule space capsule house is looking better, decent. I didn't fuck up the UVs and the texture and shit, so I am doing it in a better way than yesterday, dude. How about you? What did you work on today, dude? If you have anything to share, dude, please let me know and I can go to the Discord. Okay, let's do this one. Let's turn this one into a group and let's duplicate the group. Let's see from the front. Instead, transform, flip on X. Yeah, gonna have this one here. Yeah, so those are the bases of this thing. Yeah, let me select the two groups. And on which axis should we mirror this one? Flip on Y? Sit on Y? Nah, it's Z. Yeah, flip on Z. Yeah, okay, there it is. Basic says, I knew a girl named... Nah, that is bullshit, dude. That one's bullshit. Nah, that one is bullshit, Basics. I do not believe you. Grimson says, I just got home actually. Just picked up a new MacBook. Oh, fuck. Which one did you get, dude? Give me the specs. I'm gonna check out that shit here on the screen on Google. Which one did you get? Fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. Are you excited? What are you gonna do with it? How are you gonna use it? Shit, Grimeshan. Fuck yeah, man. Props to you, dude. Happy for you. Okay, let's do some let me see, let me analyze this. Yeah, should we do it with beveled cuboids? I suppose the diameter, edge size 1.5. let me see how does this beveled cube looks. Okay, let's create the beveled cuboid. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Yeah, it's creating it in a very weird way. Yeah, the height, yeah, height should be like 10, I suppose. Grimeshan says, feel like I need to send a picture so you know it's real. Dude, send it on the fucking Discord and let's check it out here. Yeah, dude, send it. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. No, I know it's real, dude, but also we wanna see it. Both are true. Yeah, nah, this is not the right type of cuboid. So height, diameter, edge size, diameter. Yeah, how the fuck do I reset these settings for the beveled cuboid? What the fuck is it getting like the other settings? Okay, yeah, this looks more like what I need. So if I resize it in this way, nah, I'm not gonna go with the beveled cuboid. I do not need it. I need normal cuboids. Yeah, so we're gonna go with the normal cuboid and shit, and we're gonna place it here. Yeah, okay, let me see. Yeah, so let's resize this one on this axis from it's got a rotation. Yeah, that's interesting. It's got a rotation. Grimson says it's the entry-level 14 M4 Pro, but with a 1 terabyte hard drive. Oh, fuck. That doesn't sound entry-level, dude. It's I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah, but if it's got the M4 Pro, dude, fuck yeah. Not entry-level, but fuck yeah, man. I'm happy for you. Did you send a picture or should I Google it? Which of both? Okay, let me do the resizing here. Yeah, on this axis, and let's rotate it here. Yeah, let's do the resizing on this one. Yeah, so now we've got the local. Yeah, we've got the bases for the house and shit. Yeah, this one's gonna look cool. Now I'm getting excited. Yesterday I was feeling like shit. I was like, oh my god, dude, you're a sucking ass today on Blockman. So I am happy today that I suck less. Not an expert, not a fucking good modeler, but having fun. Okay, I'm gonna Google it then. Okay, let me see. Google, let's go and see. M4 Pro 14-inch. Buy 14-inch MacBook Pro with M4 Pro. Okay, let's check out this shit, dude. Fuck yeah. Did you get the dark one, the space black one, or the silver one? Oh shit, dude. This is a fucking good computer, man. Oh, it's got the liquid retina XDR display and shit. Oh fuck, Grimeshine. Fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations, dude. That looks like a really fucking good computer. What is like the first thing that you're gonna install on it? Are you gonna try installing Unreal Engine on this one so you can see how it runs and trying some Unreal Engine builds for Mac? Physics says with those lips, I don't think you need to suck less. The fuck? Do you think I have beautiful lips? I think I have nice lips, people. Let me check them out in the camera. I think I do, Physics. I'm sending you a kiss, dude, because you were like complimenting my lips, so thank you, dude. Thank you. Grimefin says I got the black. It's clean. It does look clean, the black one, dude. Yeah, Grimefin says I was hoping you were gonna ask that. Blender. Oh, you're gonna be trying Blender on this one. Did you already install it? Yeah. Fuck yeah, the black one looks better, dude. Yeah, less boring, more futuristic and shit. Physics says you have a what? I don't know what that means and I don't want to read it. Grimeshine laughing. Yeah. Yeah, so that is fucking cool, dude. When are you starting? Are you starting right now? You're like modeling right now in Blender? Flip on X. No, it's not flip on X. Flip on Y. No, I never fucking know which fucking axis I gotta flip things, people. I fucking suck. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay, this is cool. Let's do the step. No, let's texture this. Let's texture this shit. By the way, let's assign this same texture to all of these things. Yeah. Okay, let's select all of these ones and let's assign the texture. The texture, this one, it's gonna look stupid right now because we do not have the right UVs. But yeah, we're gonna get there soon. Okay, this one also. Are we missing these ones also? Yeah, texture on this one. Okay, awesome. Okay, let me read the comments. Grimeshine says, only hands laughing. Grimeshine, no, just doing all the setup stuff. How are you, only hands? Holy fucking shit, you just got me doing stupid ass shit. Yeah, it's good that you are the only girl right now here and you're a friend and you're Grimeshine's girlfriend and not other girls saw me do that stupid ass shit that I did. Grimeshine says DSL is an internet connection. But I don't think Physics was referring to that. I know Physics and I don't think it was the internet connection. Grimeshine says, I'm just getting logged into everything and downloading updates for the OS. Model is looking great, much cleaner UVs. Yeah, man. Yeah, today I am more logged in than yesterday in terms of block benching shit. Yesterday was a fucking mess, dude. Adding faces after doing UVs, then switching up the texture, making it bigger. Fucking stupid ideas, dude. So yeah, I am happy. This is better. See, Physics says DSL stands for yeah. I knew it. I fucking knew it. It wasn't the internet connection, and I'm not even gonna read that one. Okay, let me see. Let's go back here. Okay, let's assign this texture. Okay, so the UV unwrapping for all of this. Fuck, dude. No, I'm gonna delete this one. Yeah, I shouldn't do this in this way. I'm just gonna do one side, do the UVs for that side, and then I'm gonna start duplicating it for the other side. So only Hans, what are you doing? Are you having dinner? How's life right now? Are you chilling? Thank you for coming, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's make this one a bit wider, I suppose. Yeah, so it doesn't look like a cube. Okay, so let's do the UVs for this. So should we do the projection in this way? Oh, what the fuck does auto UV does with this one? Yeah, auto UV. Okay, it does it here. Only Han says, just finished our sushi dinner, doing a bit of work on the couch now. Oh fuck, sushi dinner? Oh fuck yeah, I fucking love sushi, people. It's like one of my top 2 foods, top 3 foods. I don't know if it's the first one, the one that I love the most, but it's one of the ones that I love the most. I fucking love sushi like you can't imagine. So I'm very happy that you had some sushi dinner today. Which type of sushi did you have, Only Hans? By the way, do you make exceptions about eating meat when you're having sushi? You should. This guy, Steve Jobs, remember Steve Jobs from Apple? This guy was an extreme vegetarian since he was young. But he did make exceptions about eating eel on sushi. Yeah, remember eel, the long ass animal fish, like a fish. So he made the exception only for sushi. Yeah, do you make exceptions also? Physics says sushi is my favorite food. Mine also, I would say, dude. I cannot think about a food that I like more than sushi. Maybe other type of Asian stuff, if I can remember it right now, but I fucking love sushi. Crimeplane says, wasn't Steve Jobs vegan? Yeah, vegan. Yeah, exactly, vegan. He was like extremely vegan, but he made exceptions of eating eel when he went to Japan on a specific type of sushi that he liked. Yeah, but he was an extreme vegan. But he made the exception. That's why it reminded me of this, because Only Hans is vegetarian, and I was asking about the sushi. Only Hans says, I had an avocado roll and a cucumber roll. I'm an extreme vegetarian. The only exception I make is eating refried beans. With the pork fat, right? Yeah. Only Hans says, oh, and occasionally I eat gelatin, like in marshmallows or candy, but I typically stay away from that. Yeah, I totally get it. No, I was just asking because I can imagine that it must. Do you feel tempted sometimes to try the sushi that has like salmon and shit? Physics says Steve Jobs vegan apple with Steve Wozniak. They did. Steve Jobs vegan apple with Steve Wozniak, both of them. They really did. You gotta read this one, people, because my accent may be shit, so you gotta read it in the chat to get the joke. Yeah, so those are the founders of Apple Computer. Many people don't know Wozniak, the Woz. Yeah, and he was essential to the story of the company also. Okay, so we're gonna have this one around here, I suppose. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it like that right now, and I'm gonna go into Pixel Basher to bring a texture for those blocks. And which of these patterns am I gonna use? I suppose this one. Yeah, I suppose this one. Let me analyze. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with the grayish. We're gonna go with something more like greenish, grayish, I suppose. Only Hans says the only time I'm tempted to eat meat is with turkey and chicken. Thanksgiving is the only time I really wish I wasn't vegetarian. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I have been vegetarian. I've also been vegan, and holy shit, it's hard. But I got healthier in those times. I got healthier in many ways in those times. But I'm way too much of a lover of meat, especially beef. I love beef. I'm like addicted to beef in all of its forms and shit. Only Hans says, yesterday I ate the vegan jerk chicken. It was so good. It was made from jackfruit. Shit. Now we don't have those type of good vegan vegetarian foods in the third world. That is something about the developed societies. Yeah, here, if you want to go vegetarian or vegan, you're gonna be eating like cucumber and fucking mango and lettuce, and that's all. You're not gonna find this type of options like this vegan jerk chicken. That is really fucking cool. Physics says, I knew a guy who owned chickens and tried to make jerk chicken, but he got arrested because he misunderstood what jerk chicken actually meant. He was like hitting the chickens, dude. There was like abuse towards the chickens. He was making them jerks and shit. Is this what you're saying, Physics? This sounds like... The thing is that the US, dude, you never know which stories may be true and which may not, will not be true, dude. That's why Grand Theft Auto exists, right? Because the US can be this crazy. So some stories may sound crazy, but they may be true in the United States of America. Okay, let's export to clipboard. Let's go. Did it copy it to clipboard? Nah, it didn't. So it never fucking works to export to clipboard. I gotta like export the image and shit. Red Futuro House 04. It's gonna be this one. Okay, let's save that one and let's open it and let's bring it here. Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, no, here in these countries like Latin America and shit, we do not get those type of options. Like this really cool idea of alternatives of meat and shit. If you want to be a vegetarian and vegan, nah, here you're just gonna be eating bananas and that's fucking all. Physics says everything in Grand Theft Auto is based on real police reports. Yes, exactly, dude. So that's what I'm saying. I know you may be joking sometimes, but I never know when it's a joke because it's the US, it's the United States of America, and you never know what is true and what it's not true, as crazy as it may sound. Okay, let's save this one. Let's go back here. Yeah, so yeah, check it out. Yeah, check it out. These blocks, yeah, I think that's the right sizing. Like in, I'm not gonna go with gray. Yeah, we're gonna make it more stylized. Yeah, but this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, we're gonna go with those blocks. Let's do this, the base now. So Slow says he was what? What? I'm not gonna read that one, So Slow. What? Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, this one went over my head. I didn't even know this was what people were talking about. Fuck. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's duplicate this cube. Gonna make a smaller version of this. You'll see why. Now that I was seeing the reference here. Yeah, we gotta have like some metal where it connects to the tubes and shit. So this one, we're gonna have it here. Let me see. Let's do auto UVs for this one, and we're gonna do that over here, I suppose. Okay, let me select the faces and shit. Okay, let's bring all of this here. And yeah, now this one's. Yeah, auto UVs for this one. Where is this? Physics says to So Slow. He also tried to... Yeah. I am not gonna read that one, dude. I know better now. Yeah. Yeah. No, Physics. I have fell for this shit before, so... I am skipping that one. Yeah, okay. Let's go here and let's make this one smaller. I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay, so there we're gonna have like some like rusty type of material. Yeah, like this type of rust and shit. Let's go back into Pixel Basher so we can do that one. So here. Okay, Physics says, bro, you don't read my comments anymore. Dude, cause I have been learning not to read stupid ass shit that makes me look fucking stupid. Sometimes I may go in auto mode, and it's not only you, dude. It's I have been learning more about this because I was like reading too quickly, and sometimes I read things that I shouldn't be reading. So now I just make a full stop before going too crazy, dude. No, it's not just about you, dude. It's just like, yeah, this is the learning process, dude, of being a streamer and shit. Yeah, I can be a clown and shit and stuff, but some things, dude, they may be too crazy for me to read out loud, I suppose. So Slow says, I refuse to believe that's for real. You refuse to believe the Curry says, hey, yo, what's up, Curry? How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming back to the channel. I was listening to your music these last few days on Discord. Thank you for sharing. What have you been up to? What have you been working on? Thank you for coming. How is life? What are you working on these days? Physics says, is that what they mean by machine learning? Yes, dude. I am still a stupid AI, stupid artificial intelligence streamer. But I've been learning. I am in my, how do they call it? They call it machine learning, but they also have a term. Yeah, reinforcement learning process. So this has been my reinforcement learning process as a streamer. Learn how to manage myself and shit and be better with the chat and manage everything and not reading stupid as shit, dude. Yeah, some things I know they are funny, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I gotta be careful because of these platforms and their algorithms and shit and their guidelines. Sometimes I was like reading shit that I didn't know was a violation of the guidelines of Twitch and YouTube and shit. So yeah, now I am more careful about it. I'm more aware. Curry is working on buying groceries mostly. Which groceries do you get, Curry? Yeah, I like to talk about groceries and food. That is a good conversation that we could have. Which are the ones that you get, by the way, my friend? Okay. So Slow says, so streamer confirmed? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't call myself a streamer. I would just call myself a guy that gets in his computer, has a camera in front of his face and a microphone and works on his game. I wouldn't call myself a streamer. Basic says, did they warn you? Not yet, dude. But I may have gotten close to a warning with a couple of things in the past. So yeah, I didn't know about the guidelines, dude. Then I read guidelines and I was like, oh fuck, dude, I gotta be more careful if I want to grow the channel, don't get shadow banned and shit. Yeah, they didn't warn me, but then I started reading the guidelines because I didn't know they existed. So Slow says, AI streamer confirmed. Yes, I'm an artificial intelligence streamer. This is not the real me. This is not a real guy in the third world making games and shit. This is just a 3D representation of this figure you can see in the camera. So Slow. Curry says, I got a big bag of pot stickers from Costco, plus some rice and veggies and other staples. Fuck yeah, Curry. I'm happy for you. Happy for you. Hope you enjoy all your groceries and shit and the veggies and the rice. How do you make the rice, by the way? How do you cook it? Okay, let me go back here. So yeah, this one below, we're gonna make this one a bit like this, I suppose. So it looks like rust, like rusty. Now this one should be darker. Yeah, this one should be darker. Yeah, and this one should be lighter, I suppose, brighter. Yeah, so object color, let's change the color of this one and let's reduce the opacity. Yeah, now I think we can go with that one. Let's reduce the opacity a bit more and let's go to the one below. Curses, I read that one. Physics says, you knew a guy named, I am not gonna read that one because it says that the guy got banned from Twitch because of his name. Yeah, I don't know what that one means, dude, and I have seen it before. Yeah, did he really got banned? Curry says, I bought a fancy new rice cooker recently, so I've mostly been using that unless I'm making Mexican rice. Oh, is Mexican rice different than the regular rice that you get in the US, the one that you eat? What is the difference of Mexican rice? That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know Mexican rice had like specific type of species and shit. Yeah, for us it's just the regular rice here in Central America and Honduras. I suppose it's the same one that people eat in the US, just like the regular white rice, right? Crimson says, would you remind me the name of your web browser, nerd? Oh fuck yes, dude. Arc. This one. Yeah, Arc browser. Yeah, so it's this one. This one in Mac, dude. This one is fucking cool, Rhymeshine. Yes, use that one in Mac because it's much better. It's got more features and shit. Arc browser. I'm gonna link it in the chat for anyone that wants to check out Arc. I fucking love it. It runs way better in Mac than on Windows. But it's still good. It's still good. I love the functionalities and shit. This is Arc browser. Yeah, it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna link it in the chat for anyone that wants to check it out. Yeah, I love Arc, and it's got some cool, neat features, especially in Mac. Yeah, so I'm gonna link it. Yo, the sound effects guy, where have you been, dude? Yo, Physics says, I'm cracking up, bro. Every message I sent you have to pause and read it in full first. Yeah, I am in that mode now, dude. Yeah, I gotta be more careful and shit. The sound effect guy says, hey y'all, it's been a minute. Life happened and got crazy busy. I imagine, dude, you have been crazy busy. How is life, my friend? Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. What are you working on these days? How's life? How's the family? Your studio? Thank you for coming, dude. Curry says on Twitch, regular rice toasted with a pan with sliced onion and boiling tomato sauce and chicken broth. I add all garlic for more flavor. Oh, so that is what makes it Mexican rice. The recipe, right? Not the grain of the grain. It's the same grain. It's just the recipe. Yeah, sounds like the same type of rice that we make in in Central America. The sliced onions, boiled tomato, and chicken broth. Yeah, I know that one, dude. It's also very common here. Crimson says, cool, yeah, I like it on Windows, but it can be a little buggy, especially with Unreal Engine apps. Or yeah, the thing is that it's not a native app for Windows Arc browser, and they ported it with Swift. It seems like it is the first big app that they made on Swift for Windows. But yeah, man, on Mac it's like the dream, dude. You should definitely use it. Physics says, I'll be good from now on, I promise. Nah, I don't believe you, Physics. I don't believe you. I'm gonna stop before reading, and not only with you, but with everyone, because I was like reading things too quickly, and yeah, sometimes I was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have read that. So yeah, I am not gonna fall for the trick. So Slow says Physics swears on what? No, I'm not reading that name, dude. That name must also be shadow banned. The sound effects guy says family is good, studio's all set up. We had a big milestone push on our game and that took up all my time. It's still crazy busy, but I want to stop by and say hi and hang for a few. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. The sound effects guy in the house. Yo, by the way, dude, I'm happy everything's going well. By the way, you didn't ended up streaming, right? I suppose because you were too busy, right? But are you still thinking about doing some live streaming? Grampton says, holy shit, this is so dope on Mac. Just the intro blew my mind. Yeah, dude, it's a native Mac app. It's a Mac team. They love Mac OS. So Arc browser on the Mac, it's the fucking dream, dude. And just go into the functionalities, dude, and you're gonna see all of these other functionalities, like these canvases, like Obsidian and shit, and having your notes and shit. Many things that you do not have on the Windows version. Okay, let's go back here. Let's open up this one. Let's see this one. Okay, let me copy this texture and yeah, just put it in here. I don't know if that is the right type of resolution for this. I suppose I should make this smaller, yeah, to get a bit of more detail. Nah, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Yeah, the pixels are already the size they should be. Okay, the sound effects guy says, I'm still planning on it, but I have to put it back on hold for a bit until things calm down. Yeah, no, I totally get it, dude. Totally get it. I hope that things can calm down so we can see you working in Unreal Engine. This is an expert, people, a pro in Unreal Engine audio. That's why literally his name, the sound effects guy. The sound effects guy says working 70-80 hours a week at the moment. Ah, fuck, you're in crunch mode, right? Yeah, total crunch mode. So Slow says least biased browser software goes to Arc. Yeah, they love Mac. The thing is that Arc is written on Swift. Swift is a programming language created by Apple that is optimized for Mac OS and iOS and iPad OS. So that's mostly why it is a bit biased towards Apple Mac OS, because of the language, the programming language it was written on. Physics says, seriously though, I want a moment and encourage everyone to practice charity. Feed a homeless person, pay for someone's groceries. It really helps you happier and more peaceful. Shit, dude. This shit is deep, Physics. Yeah. Why did you came to this realization today, Physics? Have you been thinking about this, dude? Did you have a big experience these last few days with charity and stuff? You are right. All of that you said is true. But may I ask you why? Why did you want to share this? I imagine you had like some deep experience in these last few days that made you feel deeper about this fact. Curry says, yeah, everyone, pay for my groceries. Okay. Oh shit, Curry, do you need help with the groceries? I'm sorry if you're having a rough time and shit. I hope things get better. Yeah, I do hope that it gets better. Ah, okay, yeah. So see, yeah, this is what I was looking for. This one, let's do the unwrapping on this one. Also, auto UVs, and let's select the whole thing. And let's bring it here. Yeah, so we are set. We are set to bring this into Unreal Engine. The steps. We gotta do the steps, people. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna make them, but we're gonna make them. The good thing is that we have enough space for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There it is. This one. Let's do the wrapping on this one also. Physics says, I'm Muslim. We practice charity year round. No, I know you're a Muslim, dude. I didn't know it was part. I suppose, dude, many religions have charity in their writings, right? Yeah, practice this about sharing with other people, feed a homeless person, pay for, yeah, help people in any way. But yeah, thank you for mentioning it. Deep message in the chat, and it made me, yeah, meditate on that. And I totally get that you're Muslim, but what is like the last experience you had with charity that made you feel like, oh yeah, this is spiritual experience, and how did it make you feel? Yeah. What was like your last experience? Because you talk about all year round, right? So I suppose your last experience was recent, right? Okay, let's move this shit to this side. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this one into its own group instead, so we can just duplicate it. No. Okay, let's delete those ones. We have the groups from before. Okay, let's delete this one. No, not the fuck, dude. No, Blockbench, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing, Blockbench? Oh, fuck, undo. Fucking Blockbench, that is a bug. Yeah, it deleted my cylinders, and I now undo, and I don't get them back. That is a bug, and I have encountered this in the past. Yeah, sometimes Blockbench in the undo, it fucks things up. It doesn't know what it's called zakat, which is 2.5 of your assets, but you don't give it to the mosque. You're supposed to give it to people in need directly. That is a really cool way of seeing things, dude. I think most religions should manage, yeah, giving to God in this way. Yeah, because I know Christianism has this. I don't know if Buddhism has this. I know many of the branches of Christianism have this, that to give a part of your money towards the church, right? Which is cool. I totally get it if it's your belief and stuff. But also, it would be cool to also start creating this culture of not only giving to the church, but also giving one of that part of that money towards people in need. Curry says, I think it's good to give to those in need, but it'd be better if so many people didn't have to rely on the kindness of others. Yes, Curry, that is very much true. But I think that is, sadly, I think that is a utopia. Yeah. We are not gonna see that in our lifetime. I don't think humanity is gonna get there, at any point. Yeah. If we can see back in history, no, there hasn't been a period in history where that problem has been solved. It would be really cool that the state of the world in society was that one, right? But I would say, it would be too idealistic, I would say. Yeah, man, dude. Yeah. I totally get it. It's sad, right? It would be better for the state of humanity, but I do not think that problem will be solved. So the best thing that we can do is promote charity in a more cultural way, so cultures can have it as a big part of the whole society as a whole. Because we don't have it, dude, in societies. We don't have that culture of charity in the way that we should have it. Kurt says, I like to think it could happen eventually, not in our lifetime, but sits in the ground and all that. No, I hope that it happens, Curry. I hope that it does happen. My realistic, ass cannot see it happening, sadly. I just think that is a problem that has no solution, because humans will be humans. So Slow says, I must get that over to sleep now. Thank you for coming, So Slow. Hope you have fun in your skedaddling, dude. Thank you for coming in, and I hope that we can see a bit of your work tomorrow, that you get your computer back and you stop watching me on YouTube on a smart fridge, dude. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you on the fridge. So Slow, appreciate it. So I fucking lost my cylinders. Fuck, Blockbench. That is a bug. I know that bug. Sometimes you undo and things just fucking disappear. Okay, so fuck, dude. What was the sizing of these cylinders? So height, I suppose it would be like 20. Sides, it's good 10. Diameter, let's try 5. Let me see on this one. Oh yeah, dude, it would be cool to that people in need didn't exist anymore anywhere, right? But humans will be humans, and the best thing that we can do, I suppose, is promoting charity in a more present way in society, because we don't do it enough, I suppose. So the sound effects guy says to Curry, it would be great if that was the case, but as someone who has been in a position to help others and someone who has to lean on others, sometimes life just throws you unavoidable curveballs that knock you on your ass. I wouldn't be where I am now without the people around me. Yeah, exactly. Pakaku, what's up, dude? Pakaku says, hi, gang, on Twitch. We're having a deep conversation here, Pakaku. How are you? How is your weapon modeling going? The sound effects guy, what you were saying. It would be great if that was the case. But Yeah, it's good, right? It's good to sometimes help, being able to help other people. And also, it's good that sometimes you're gonna need help of other people. Yeah. Basic says, I think it's better if charities and individuals help each other out rather than relying on government to do it. Government is so inefficient with that kind of thing. Yeah, totally, dude. That's what I'm saying, that we should promote societies to be more towards charity societies, and being helpful towards each other without expecting the government to solve everything. But we are not like that. Societies are not like that. Curtis says, of course, I'm not saying people shouldn't help others. No, I totally get it. I know what you're saying. They totally should. I just think it should be a responsibility of society as a whole rather than only individuals. Yeah, you are right, dude. I totally get what you're saying. The thing is that I don't think those problems are gonna be solved. Yeah. Governments are way too fucking inefficient for that to happen. Physics says also there's so much psychological benefit in giving the charity yourself rather than relying on someone to do it for you. Goes a long way to combat the depression of our generation is feeling. Yes, yes, physics. That is a good thing to say. Yeah, sometimes just the spiritual feeling of sharing your stuff with other people, whether they are in need or not, it's a good human thing. It's a good human feeling, a good human experience that we should, teach the young people, the young generations, because it's a fucking good feeling, dude. It's what is the right word? It's intoxicating in a positive way when you give to someone else and help, dude. Pakaku says, I'm good. What's out about today? So not productive. Otherwise, how are things here? Things are good, dude. Things are chill. Thank you for coming, Pakaku. And I hope that everything's going well with your work. If you have anything to share on the Discord, please let me know. Curse says, guaranteed food and water. Yeah, no, dude, that is true. That is true. It would be cool that people had guaranteed food and water. So they could think about other things to survive in life and shit. The thing is, dude, that I don't know, dude. Yeah, this may just be my pessimistic ass because I live in a very dysfunctional country. But I don't see it happening, in my lifetime. So I think we should create that culture in a private way, not thinking that governments are gonna cover those basic needs like food and water, because they are not gonna do it, dude. The governments are always gonna be corrupt and dysfunctional. That is their vibe. That is their reason to exist. So yeah, we should work for societies to be less reliant in governments and be more helpful towards each other. Akaku says, I do think right now there's a weird polarization between everyone needs to give me everything and fuck everyone else. I will never help anyone. Yeah. Yes, Pakaku. Yes, fuck yes, dude. That is very much true, dude. I think there's a weird polarization in everything, and this is one of the topics where things are polarized. Yeah. We get the extremes where people are like, I am entitled to everything, and we get the other extreme of I am entitled to take advantage of other people and have everything to myself and I will never help. Yeah. Curtis says, right, I think it's good to do that. But one person starving because no one around was generous enough to help them is one person too many. Yeah. No, dude. Curry, I know what you're saying. I totally agree with all that you are saying, but I think I've just become way too fucking realistic, dude, in a brutal way, because dude, I cannot have an excess of optimism where I live. I gotta manage it. It's good for mental health, dude. I try to be realistic with my optimism because of the place I come from and the place I live in and the place I suppose I'm gonna die in. Yeah, so yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying, dude, but at the same time, I am cautiously optimistic about which things are manageable and attainable, because if we get into excessive optimism and idealization of things, we end up doing nothing, dude. I have grappled with that shit, dude. I had my own, when I was younger, I founded my own social endeavor to promote to promote sustainable mobility, dude, with bicycles and shit in my country, where that is non-existent. That is non-existent, dude, like totally non-existent. And I was very idealistic, dude, and then I figured out the system doesn't work like I think it fucking works, and as it should work. So that experience made me learn that one has to be cautiously optimistic about what is attainable and manageable and work towards that, because sadly, we cannot solve all of the problems in the world as much as it hurts us. Yeah, physics says we're giving you good streamed material today. Yeah, no, it's deep, dude. Yeah, it's this is a deep conversation and shit, and I like these ones. We do not get into any controversy and shit. Nobody fights and shit, and it's a deep topic to talk about. Yeah, but what I was saying to Curry, dude, I have dealt with these feelings of feeling, fuck, the world is so unjust. I am sick of injustice and shit. But the thing is, dude, that the world doesn't move, doesn't rotate the way that we have it on our idealistic heart and mind and shit. Especially if you come from a good household where your parents were had a lot of empathy and shit. So one has to be cautiously optimistic, especially, dude, in places where having an excess of optimism with no fundamentals, with no base below it, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, Pakaku says, I love that tipping culture here is normal. Literally just not paying employees enough and putting that responsibility on people. Yeah, I have seen that, dude. I have seen that about tipping culture. Yeah, and yes, restaurants should pay people enough. So it should be cool, dude, that you can tip someone, right? But you shouldn't be tipping someone just because the restaurant doesn't pay enough. It says, my response to that is that systems are made by people, and people can make up new systems that work better. The purpose of a system is what it does, right? This is a good example. Thank you. The thing is, Curry, may I ask you, where are you from? Where do you live? If you can answer the question, if you cannot, don't worry. I totally get it. Akaku says, a lot of people like to blame capitalist or socialist systems for societal downfalls, but it's always corruption that's the problem. Theoretically, every system works as intended, but that would never happen. Yeah. Curry, you're from the USA. I am from Honduras, dude. I am from Honduras. This is and I'm not gonna say anything that I'm gonna say in a victimistic way. I'm not trying to paint myself as a victim. I do not see myself as a victim. I don't like victim mentality. Yeah, but I come from a very dysfunctional and fucked up country and society and government, dude. And I can tell you that there are some systems that cannot be changed, dude. I can change my own self, my interior, my family, help my family, my close systems. Dude, I am gonna die. My kids are gonna die. My grandkids are gonna die. And countries like Honduras are never gonna have functional systems, dude. Yeah. Yeah, in theory, yes, systems are made by people and people can make up new systems, but no, dude. In practice, no. There are countries and societies that are fucked up for fucking eternity, dude. It's a fucking sad thing, but it's a real thing, dude. Yeah, so the best that we can do is, in these countries, manage our optimism and just try to be better in our own way and help the people close around us, because some of these places are unfixable, dude. Yeah. It's a very dark shit to say, but it's true. Physics says grassroots movements are more efficient than getting Washington to do anything. I gave up on expecting elected officials to make a difference, so now I go out and do it myself. Yeah, that's what I'm talking, dude. These type of systems that help each other in in closer environments, instead of thinking that we can change the whole system of the government, because I think we cannot. Calavera says, hi, what's up, dude? What are you working on today? I am working on the same shed as yesterday, but this is a new model, dude, because I fucked up the one that I had yesterday. So what about you? Okay, let me see. Yeah, okay, let me see. Let me do the unwrapping of all of this shit. No, yeah, dude. I suppose. And I'm not trying to be. I am not being condescending, Curry. And if you felt that I've been condescending, I am very sorry. That is not my intention. But shit, dude, there are places that are broken in ways that are mostly unfixable, dude. So the best thing that we can do is, I cannot be thinking about changing the system where I live, dude. That would fuck up my mental health, my finances, nah, dude, it's way too fucking corrupt. Yeah, totally, dude. So the best thing that I can do is try to be a good person, help the people that I can help, and yeah, help my family in any way I can. Okay, let me see. Let's do the unwrapping on this one. Auto UVs. Yeah, should we do auto UVs on these ones? Okay, let's select all of these ones. Ah, shit, dude. Oh, fuck. That was a shitty ass fucking bug from Blockbench. This was already finished. Shit. Now I'm making this shit again. Yeah, not cool, Blockbench. Not cool. Yeah. Curse says, it is actually insane how effective it is to get involved in local politics. Answering to physics, right? I would argue that if enough change happening in enough cities and towns, it could spread to country, state, and eventually even federal levels. That may be true on the... I am not American, dude, so I am not gonna talk about the American system or the politics and shit. And I prefer not to talk about that one, because that one is radioactive, right? But I suppose you're talking about your own reality and the functionality of your own reality and government system, because in the countries that we live in here, other countries, dude, that is just unrealistic, not manageable. Calavera says, how are the vibes today? They are good, dude. All is chill. All is chill. Curry says, you're not coming off as condescending. Thank you, dude. Thank you. And I wanted to clear it out, because it may sound condescending sometimes, but it is not. It is not. So yeah, dude, in a country where the government works in different ways and stuff, I suppose, yeah, if you can work towards fixing the system and you think you have the power, and there are systems in which you can get and fix and try to help the system fix it in some way, I would go for it, dude. Where I live, that is totally unattainable, unrealistic. So I just try to do whichever good I can make on my own small bubble way. Yeah, trying to think about the macro view of things. Nah, that would fuck up my mental health, dude. Yeah. Oh, many of these places are really, really fucked and broken, dude. Okay, let me see. Fuck, dude. Blockbench, fuck you and your bug today. Okay. Do we have the unwrapping for this one? Auto UV. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna move this one here. Let me assign the texture to this one. Pakaku says politics are so fun. They are not, Pakaku. They are tricky to talk about. I don't think they are fun. I think, no, you are right, Pakaku. Politics are fun when it's on a setting where you don't have to manage it or moderate it, like on a stream or shit. If you are like in the backyard with your friends or hanging out on on the living room with friends in a party and shit. Yes, it's a fun conversation to have, right? Yeah, politics can be fun. I would say in some contexts, they can get crazy very quickly. Curry says it's not for everyone, definitely, yeah. Physics says, Curry, how long does it take for local government to fix a pothole in your street? It takes me 30 minutes to go to Home Depot and fill it myself. Yeah, here it takes 30 years for local government to fix a pothole. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not fucking joking. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let me select all of this. Yeah, dude. No, I totally get both of these points. Both physics points, Curry points. And I think both are right. It would be really cool to have better governments, better systems in place and shit, more functional shit. It would be really cool to be able to fix them. But also, if we are not able to fucking fix them, we should be putting more from our own side as private citizens towards helping society as a whole. Calavero says, I have a pothole pet. It is 15 years old. Yes, exactly. Calavero is from my country. We are from the same country. And yes, dude, I fucking know potholes that I have seen since I was a child. Yeah. They have been there all since I have a memory. Shit, yeah. I am not exaggerating. I am not making shit up. Yeah. Dude, where the fuck are these faces and unwrapping? Why are they here? Yeah, why the fuck are you here? Unwrapped faces. Okay, let's move this here. Dude, this was already fucking working. Fuck you, Blockbench. Fuck you. This was already working and it was nice and shit. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Physics says laugh out loud. Yeah, you can laugh out loud because it's fucking true. Calavero and me have dealt with potholes that we know for our whole lives, dude. 15, 20, 25 years and shit. Makaku says, I love potholes. They made carrots feel like roller coaster. Whee! Yeah. Yeah. Dude. I fucking blew up a fucking tire like 2 months ago and I fucked up the rim from the wheel and shit. Like fucked up the tire and shit. I was really happy that I didn't fuck up like the whole direction system of the car because it was a fucking big one, dude. Calavera says in our country you have to memorize potholes so you don't destroy your horse-drawn cart. Yes, you drive by memory in places like Honduras. Like if you're driving in the night, you drive by memory. You remember where potholes are. You are not seeing them. You cannot see them on the night, but you remember them. So it's like muscle memory. This is not a joke, people. It is true. It is funny, but it's not a joke. It's true. Pakaku says, that's incredibly unfortunate, Nerdy. Yeah, dude, I almost fucked up the car like 2 months ago. 3 months ago. Yeah. Yeah, we've got fucked up potholes around here. Okay, let me see. Auto UV. Let's assign the same texture to this one. Where are you people? Okay, here they are. Shit, dude. I had already made this. I feel stupid making this again. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Calavera says, on the bright side, Nerdy has a car. He's part of the elite. Shut the fuck up, dude. I do not have a car. You know which fucking car I'm talking about and it's not mine. Shut up. It's fucking ironic because this guy does have a car. Yeah. Yeah, this guy does have one. Curtis says, I get what you're saying, but what if you or anyone else using that road don't know how to fix it without a local government responsible for fixing the roads? It would never ever get done. Those governments could also, with some reform, be made efficient enough to fix the pothole by the time you drive home from work the same day. Yeah, I think in an ideal world, Curry, this is how things should work. I don't think they work in that way. And yeah, I think the system is fucked up, dude. Yeah, I may be cynical about it. And this is just because of my previous experiences as a human being, dude. I've been in social endeavors and shit. I've been in entrepreneurship. I've been in projects. I've dealt with the private sector, the public sector, where I live, right, in my own reality. And now I'm just fucking cynical about it, dude. I'm like, yeah, the system is fucking unfixable. I'm just gonna try to fix the things that I can fix on my immediate reality. But you are right, yeah. In a functional country and government. Pakaku says, even with local government, it would never get done. You think Pakaku? Pakaku says, would rather repave the same damn road 10 times in a year instead of fix the ones that need it. Yeah, like here. Chris says, also, fewer potholes would happen if we had widespread efficient public transit. Yes, Curry. Yeah, I think we are on both, on different sides of the street. Yeah, I am on the side of the street that thinks that, yes, things should be better, but I don't think they will be better. And you are on the side of the street that says how things can be better. And yeah, I hope that you never cross to the other side where you stop thinking that things can be better in terms of government. I am on the other side. I just think that government is fucked up. It's unfixable. I do not believe in it. I just think in this way because of all my previous experiences, dude. Yeah, it's not that I am a pessimistic guy. I'm a very optimistic person. If not, I wouldn't be making games and taking this risk. I try to be optimistic in life. But government and systems and shit, nah, those I think they are already fucked beyond being fixed. Pakaku says, always crazy to think so many places have public transit. I've never ever been in a city bus. Yeah, like here, dude, where I live, we've got public transit. It's not public. It's not. The government doesn't pay for it. People have to pay for it. And it's owned by private people. But it's called public transit. And it's fucking dangerous. Because buses can get fucking shot in the middle of a bus ride. Because gang members have extortion on the bus drivers and on the bus owners. So that is the type of public transit system which I live with, Curry. So you can see why I may be more cynical about many things. Curry says, I'm on the side of the street that the train station is. Yeah. Physics says, zoning laws are what caused the need for all these cars. If we had mixed zoning, then you would have homes upstairs and grocery stores downstairs. What is a country that has good zoning laws? What is a good example? Curry says, when I was in France, we were going to take a bus to get into town, and my girlfriend said that because it was Sunday, the buses would only run once an hour. Dude, that is a good problem to have. Here, we have buses all throughout the day. We can have 5 buses every fucking hour. But you can get fucking killed on a bus. Whether because you are getting robbed on the bus, or whether the bus gets shot because the gang members have extortion on the bus driver. So the problems that they have in France with buses are way better than the ones I deal with. I haven't gotten on a public bus in years, dude, because I am that afraid. Physics says Netherlands has amazing zoning and infrastructure. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, Kurt says the Netherlands have great public transport also. Yeah, because I think many of these societies think about zoning transportation for humans and not for cars. Yeah. I worked on this shit a lot on the type of solutions for infrastructure, movement of humans and shit. I thought about these problems and shit, and the issue is that one. That's many societies like the US, I would say, think about zoning and laws and cities as for cars. not for humans. Calavero says, last time I rode a bus was like 20 years ago. Yeah, Calavero knows what I'm talking about. We are not making this shit up, Curry, or everyone else. Buses in a place like Honduras are a fucking dangerous thing to use. People use them out of need because they may be cheaper, a cheaper option, but they are dangerous. Pakaku says, also worth noting that European countries are very small and densely packed compared to other countries, so the need for this infrastructure is much more of a pressing issue there. Yeah, exactly. It all depends on the reality of each place. Yeah, so that's why we cannot generalize on solutions for every place that are gonna work in every place. Okay, let me bring this one to here. Okay, yeah. Okay, we are back. Let me save this shit. So, yeah, doesn't happen what it happened earlier. And Futuro House, this one's gonna be Futuro House 01. Okay, there it is. Basic says, okay, Curry says first. Right, the US has a lot of rural towns that are super spread out. Yeah, it very much depends on the reality of each country. Physics says Netherlands was very car-centric until the 1980s when they changed their whole approach. Now everyone rides bikes and grocery stores are in the same building as apartment homes. Yeah, so they thought about the solution in a different approach, right? They didn't like just think about one thing. They tried to connect many problems at the same time. Pakaku is lame. I love greenhouse gas. Yeah, no, Pakaku's joking. I know Pakaku, and yeah, dude, nobody fucking loves smoke and greenhouse gases. And it'd be fucking cool to live in clean cities and shit where we can walk or ride a bike. Dude, I was like totally obsessed on urban cycling, on riding a bike on the city where I live. For a couple of years, I was like riding my bike everywhere in this shitty ass design city. And I am glad that I had my epiphany of stopping doing that. If not, I would be fucking dead. This is a fucking dangerous place to ride a bike. You are gonna get run very, very soon. People are gonna like throw your cars at you. Yeah, these are places that are not designed for bikes in any way. Physics says, is that Pakaku Papito? What? Are you talking about Pakaku? Okay, let me see. On X, nah, not this one. Rotate, flip on Y, nah. Flip on C. Okay, it's Z then. Okay, awesome. No, this is not the thing. I am fucking stupid. That is not the axis I should turn this to. Okay, so this one, let's transform it. Let's flip it on the X-axis. Yeah, is that the right one? Yeah, I suppose, yeah, that's the right one. Yeah. Pakaku says, I've heard of Pakaku Papito. What the fuck is Pakaku Papito? What is that? What Pakalu Papito? What is that? Yeah. Can you tell me, people? I hope it's not some weird ass shit. I hope I am asking about something not crazy to talk about. Okay. Oh shit, my back hurts today. Fuck. What time is it? Yeah, 1 hour to go. Fuck. 1% of drop frames? When the fuck was that happening? Yeah, I'm very sorry if you stopped seeing me at some point. Pakaku says, I think it's a Facebook account or something. Yeah. There says zoning laws or something that are theoretically really easy to change, but people will often protest that these changes will affect their property values at city council meetings, and then they'll never be implemented. Yeah. So the system is built towards not being fixed. Physics says, today a man knocked on my door asking for a small donation toward the local swimming pool, so I gave him a glass of water. Oh, fuck, dude. Dude, you were being so nice earlier, talking about share your stuff. Pakaxu says, based. Corey says, an example of how effective it is to be involved in local politics. Yeah. I suppose that if that's the reality of the US, dude, I don't know about the US. Getting involved in local politics, it can be helpful towards your community. That's cool, dude. So if you can do it, take advantage of it. I cannot do it. The system is broken, totally broken. Yeah. I hope that you can help in all of the problems that you want to help in your community, Curry. You should get involved. You have the energy to get involved, and you should try it. If you have the age already and the availability, the time availability and resources, if you can, you should definitely do it, dude. If it's manageable, do it. Pakaku says, based about the glass of water. Dude, physics was so nice and philosophical earlier and shit. And now you come with this shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's turn all of this. Okay, let me be careful here about what I'm doing, because I don't want to fuck things up as earlier. Oh, fuck. Same shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the undoing. Yeah, this is a bug of undoing shit, of deleting groups, it seems. Yeah, one has to be careful with groups, because if you delete some and then you undo, it doesn't do the undoing the right way. Akaku says, I don't trust local pools full of piss and shit and piss. Oh shit, Pakaku. Yeah, I totally get it. We don't even have local pools in here in Honduras. We just have pools, and they are private. They're in hotels or resorts and shit. But no, there are no local pools here. Okay, there we are. Curry says, I've been involved, worked a bit with canvassing groups when I can. Good shit, Curry. Good shit. Keep it going if you have the energy, dude. I tried to do it, and I got burned out like bad, dude. So I just stopped for the sake of my spiritual and mental health. Physics says, someone told me today. What? Okay, dude, I'm not gonna read that one. Dude, I'm not. Yeah, that one. Nah, I'm not getting banned on Twitch, dude. Yeah, I am not getting banned on Twitch. Pakaku says, someone told me I look like Kevin Hart today. I would say that even as I am not black, I am Latino, I may have some elements of Kevin Hart, dude, like my height. Yeah, so if someone told me you look like a Latino Kevin Hart, I would totally understand it. I would take it as a compliment, because we may have the same type of height. Versus what, Kevin Hart? Yeah, I am Latino Kevin Hart. Pakaku says, I'm also 6'5". Is Kevin Hart 6'5"? I think I am even shorter than the guy then. Physics says, remember, nerdy, with great power comes great electricity bill. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Uncle Ben. Appreciate it. Okay, let's flip this one on Z. Yeah, I think it's C. Yeah, okay. There it is. Fucking finally, this looks like it should fucking look. Okay, awesome. Or not. What is the rotation of this? No. This is not how this should look. This one. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know when I fucked up this, dude. But fuck you, Blockman, change your bug. Flip on X. Let's do this one here. Yeah, nah, this is not working. Yeah, this may look like it is what I need, but it is not. Yeah, it is not. Yeah, I fucked it up. Yeah. So let me do this one. Let me rotate this one to this axis. Yeah, and on this axis also. Pakaku says, I'm not short. If anyone says I'm short, they're lying. If anyone says I'm short, they are not lying. That is true. Very, very true. Physics says maybe they meant Kevin Durant. Oh shit, no, I do not look like Kevin Durant. Curry says, don't put in a newspaper that Pakaku is short. Yeah. People watching on Twitch and YouTube, CNN, Fox News, everywhere. Detective Pakaku is not short. These allegations are not true. Physics says, sometimes I wonder if I can lose weight by running away from my feelings. Run away from your feelings, dude. Maybe you could lose a bit of weight with that. Yeah, I don't think that would be a wrong way of losing weight. Going into keto feeling diet. Pakaku says, my Tinder bio says 6'5" in character. Ah, shit, dude. Dating apps and height. Yeah. Nah. I know about those. Nah. I don't know about those. But I know people see the height in dating apps and shit. And it is especially for ladies, right? They are looking for someone tall in the apps, and they make a lot of memes about this. Yeah, there are like rules about who you should date and shit. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've seen the memes. I don't go in dating apps because I would be fucking cooked. I cannot lie on my height, and if I didn't lie, I would already be cooked, so I'm not even gonna try it. Pakaku says, Nerdy's got game 100%. I do not have any type of game, Pakaku. At which point, all of these months that you have known me, making a game every night on Twitch and being a nerd and talking nerd shit, at which point made you think that I had any type of game with the ladies? Physics says, why have abs when you can have kebabs? Ah, shit, dude. Kebabs are not that common here in Honduras. I think I only had a kebab in Nicaragua, and that shit was really good, dude. I would really like to have a kebab again, because that is cool. I'm not having carbs right now, but a kebab, I think I would make an exception with a kebab. Pakaku says, you are very handsome, Nerdy. Thank you, Pakaku. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying this. And this just be my insecurity and shit. This is turning into a therapy session. This may just be my insecurity and shit. I don't think I am that handsome and shit. I appreciate it. And I don't have game. I don't have game because of that. Because of those insecurities. Pakaku says, real. Why have abs when you can have kebabs? Curtis says, reminds me of how people here who vacation in Europe always come back and are like, Italian food is so healthy. I ate so much and didn't gain any weight. Girl, it's because you walked everywhere instead of driving. Yes, that is true. Yeah, there are many societies that consume more carbs, like Asia and Europe and shit. In Asia, they eat all of these noodles and rice and shit, and their rice has more carbs and shit. But they walk more, so they gain less weight. Yeah, that's very much true. It is a result of the policies of city design. It influences the health outcomes of the whole society. Pakaku says, I had a gyro the other day and I think I got food poisoning. Don't worry, Nerdy, I also have no game. Yeah, no, I have no game, dude. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, if there is something that I can say, I am not saying this just to be cool and for people to say, oh, you're so humble and shit. I am not being humble. I have no game. This is very much true. Yeah, dude, it's that. I've been a short nerd all of my life, and that influences your game. This is a therapy session now. Grimeshine says, you're a good looking dude and you're the damn developer of a game. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Grimeshine being so fucking nice as always. Grimeshine saving the day and shit. Thanks, dude. Thanks. No, but being sincere, people, yeah. Calavera says, what's having game? Game is let me see. A definition of having game is being good with the ladies, dude, knowing how to talk, how to flirt, having security and flirting and shit, and getting, yeah, getting ladies. That is having game. And I do not have that. Pakaku says true and real. Thank you, Pakaku. I am gonna take these words as the truth, and yeah, I'm gonna think about you, Pakaku Grimeshine, telling me that I'm handsome whenever I feel that I have no game. Curry says having game is when you treat women normally and they like you for it. Nah, Curry, that is a very idealistic way of seeing society. Yeah, just in a statistical way, that is not true. And some people would say, nah, that is just your insecurity speaking. Nah, dude. Nah, I would say that having game is a different thing. Yeah, having game is like these guys that are like playboys and shit, and they just know how to get a lot of ladies, dude. I was in the other day, like yesterday, this interview. Do you know this girl, Kylie Kelsey, the wife of this other guy, the brother of the other guy that played football, right? I only know Travis, the one that is the boyfriend of Taylor Swift. And he was saying that he had no game. And even his wife said, yes, I can confirm that. And I like that. He has no game, and that makes him cute. But she said, the guy has no game. That is very much true, and that's why I liked him. He was being genuine and real. He treated her normally, and she liked him for it, but she accepted that she had no game, like in the way that society defines game. I would say that the definition of game, yeah, wouldn't be that one. Yeah, when you treat women normally, no, I would say no. No, I would say having game is if whatever you say or how you act can get you a lot of so game would be for both genders, right? Some women can have game to get whichever guy they want, and some men can have game to get whichever person they want. Basic says, Nerdy ignores my messages so much I should change my name to terms and conditions. Yeah. Curse says, and is that not in a way having game? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. In how society defines game, I don't think that would be game. That would be just you being genuine and someone liked your vibe, your personality, and maybe you don't even talk and shit, and you're very insecure and shit, but that person really liked you. But that just means that person liked you. That I wouldn't say that means you have game. Pakaku says, my lack of game and complete obliviousness is Hall of Fame worthy at points. Yeah, me too. IGS Ghost, how are you? Kara says, well, if it works, exactly. If it works, it's good, right? But on how society defines game, no, I don't think that would be game. Yeah, okay, we got the house today, fucking finally. Let's do the steps here. IGS Ghost, how are you? How was your day? What did you work on today? Okay, let me see. Yeah, let's do these steps. I don't think I'm gonna make them blue. They would look weird. I am gonna think about it on a more artistic art direction way. Pakaku says, house looking great. Thank you, dude. I am happy about it because yesterday it looked like shit. It was a fucking mess, this model, dude. The UVs, the faces and shit, this was a fucking mess. So I'm happy that today it's kind of looking decent. Okay, let's do this. Physics says, when I die I want to go like my grandfather, peacefully in his sleep, not screaming like the passengers in his taxi. What? Oh fuck, dude, this shit is dark. This is not a real story, people. Yeah, I can assure you that is not true. IGS Go says, doing good, still working on my hunting game, trying to get it ready for testing. Fuck yeah, IGS Go. I'm happy that you're locked in working on the game, and I'm happy you are doing good. Yeah, thank you for coming, dude. We were just having a lot of conversations. I don't even know what we're talking about. We started talking about transportation, governments, systems, charity, and now we're talking about having game or not having game. Yeah, Curry says, how does society define a sandwich? Can you construct a definition of a sandwich that includes no non-sandwiches? Didn't think so. Checkmate. I don't know, dude. A sandwich is a sandwich. It can have anything in between the two slices of bread, but you do need the two slices of bread there. Pakaku says, it's become abundantly clear to me recently that everything in life is arbitrary. It is, Pakaku. You are not wrong on saying this. Yeah, that is true, dude. Okay. I feel compelled on doing these steps in a cool way, but nah, I'm not gonna do it in the cool way. I'm gonna do it in the lazy way of doing things. I'm just gonna do different cubes and shit. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, let's do the right height. Pakaku says labels and metrics are fallible. Nothing fits in the boxes we want. Yeah. Yes, Pakaku. Yeah, that is a realistic way of seeing things. Everything is arbitrary. Yeah, it's all subjective. It's never objective. Pakaku says, and it's honestly a little more comforting that way. In a way, yes, dude. When you start seeing life in the world in that way, you just start living like, yeah, fuck it, and stop overthinking many things. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It is comforting to start thinking of many things in that way. You just stop overthinking many things. Okay, let's start adding some loop cuts here, this direction. Should I make steps or should I make it like the previous capsule, just like a platform? I think I'm just gonna go with the platform. I'm not gonna overthink this shit. No steps. Yeah, just a flat platform, something to get on top of it. Yeah, I'm gonna be practical today. So this one, let me bring this one here. Okay, awesome. Okay, physics says roses are red, violets are blue, sunflowers are yellow. I bet you were expecting something romantic, but no, this is just gardening facts. Yes, that is true, dude. But no, I wasn't expecting something romantic. I was expecting something sexual and shit, some sexual joke coming from you, dude. So I had to like stop in the middle of this message and read the rest of it to see if you weren't baiting me. Pakaku says, I asked the McDonald's drive-thru employee today if they served burgers, and he laughed at me. That smug fucker. Is this true, Pakaku? I never know when Pakaku's telling the truth or not. This sounds like a real story, but also like a crazy story. Yeah, I don't know. Corey says there are at least 20 different definitions of what a species is, and that's how we scientifically classify living things. Yeah, it is subjective. It is never objective. Pakaku says this is what made me originally start realizing how arbitrary things are. Our definitions for species is basically just, fuck it, it's just a species, why not? Very shoddy logic behind it. He said, yes, everything on our menu we sell. So he was very condescending towards you, that McDonald's guy, Pakaku. I'm very sorry to hear this, dude. Yeah. Not cool, McDonald's. Being condescending with our friend Pakaku. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna leave that platform, yeah, in that way, so we can get on top of it and shit. Let's do the unwrapping on this one. What material would we use here? Pakaku says it's okay. I probably sounded high as fuck. Were you high as fuck? Or you only sounded? Okay, you weren't, to be clear. Okay, you cleared it up. Pakaku. Yeah. Oh shit, dude. Yeah. Okay, let me grab these vertices and yeah, I don't know about the inclination of this. Yeah. So I suppose it would be like around there, that inclination. Yeah. Physics says, I updated my relationship status on Facebook recently from married to sleeping diagonally on a queen-size bed. And I suppose this is true, Physics. I suppose this is true. Does your wife sleep like a crazy person, dude? Or do you sleep like a crazy person? Curry says that isn't to say that what a species it is completely arbitrary. There is some structure to it, but there will always be exceptions. Yeah. Yes, I totally get what you're saying. It doesn't, not everything is arbitrary about defining species and shit, right? There are rules and shit, but it can be also very arbitrary. Pakaku says dogs are dogs. And when do they stop being dogs and start being wolves, dude? Yeah, when do they stop being dogs? Okay, let's do the unwrapping on this one. Let's select all this whole thing. Auto UV on this one. Okay, let me assign the texture. My back hurts today. Yeah, but we're gonna go for the 3 hours. Shit, dude, my internet is shit today. I can see a lot of drop frames. Has my stupid ass face been stable for most of you people, or has that connection dropped sometimes? I am seeing drop frames there in OBS. Curry says dogs are fish. Actually, Pakaku says my line is at giraffes. I don't think giraffes are very dog-like, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I would draw the line on who would be a dog. Yeah, man, and cats. When does a cat is a cat, and when does it become a lion or a puma or a yeah, Physics says sometimes I use big words I don't fully understand to make myself sound more photosynthesis. Yeah, me too, dude. Sometimes I like to do that. So feeling a bit of photosynthesis makes you feel smarter, right? Curry says giraffes are also fish. Do you think so? Also giraffes, cats are fish too. Yeah, what is a fish? What is a giraffe? What is a mammal? What is not a mammal? Yeah, it is just so arbitrary, right? Who the fuck decided whales are not fishes, dude? That is very discriminative toward whales. I suppose they wanted to be seen as fishes, and people call them mammals, dude. Okay, we've got this one. Let me see this unwrapping of this one. Yeah, okay. Auto UVs. Yeah, I suppose we could have some space here. Should I use the same texture? Nah. But at least I have an idea of the resolution of this. Yeah, so let me go and paint this in red. Yeah, let me see. Paint bucket, face. Yeah, I'm gonna paint this one in. Okay, all of it red. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Yeah, it's the same UV, so I'm not gonna overthink it. Okay, so let me save this one, save it. Let's go back to A-Spread. Let's close up that one. Let's open it up here. Yeah, now I know that in that space I can place whichever fucking thing I need for that, like steps. Okay, Pakaku says, been getting some religious advertisements coming up on the radio trying to debunk evolution, and they rage bait me too easily. Oh, Pakaku, I am not gonna touch this one with a 10-foot pole. Evolution or what is the name of the other one in English? I know in Spanish. Yeah, creation theory. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how is it called in Spanish. Yeah, nah, this is like Democrats and Republicans, dude. No, I am not talking about that one. Physics says, do you ever wonder if there are any medium rappers? There are always something like Big Sean or Lil Uzi. I do wonder that, dude. And if I was a rapper, I would be Lil Nerdy. Yeah, not Big Nerdy. I would definitely be Lil Nerdy, not medium nerdy. Pakaku says, you've never heard of Average Scale Thomas? That's a good one, dude. I was listening to his album the other day. Cool guy. Yeah, but it seems like he was shrinking a bit. So maybe in 2 years he'll be Lil Thomas. He's gonna be back to being Lil Thomas, dude. Sorry for the guy, because he's gonna be my height. But Lil Nerdy is happy. Curry says regular Mike is my favorite. I remember regular Mike. Oh shit, I wouldn't be able to be regular Nerdy or average scaled Nerdy. I would definitely be Lil Nerdy. Yeah. Shit. Okay, let's go back into Pixel Basher. Let's grab something from here. For this ones, am I gonna use the same one that I used on the other steps? I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. This panel. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna go with that one. Let's add a bit of dirt to it. I don't know which color are we gonna use on this one. Or I may change the colors. Yeah. I like that color. Yeah, that's a cool one. Let's reduce the opacity on this. Yeah, awesome. Physics says. Okay, Pakaku first. I like the notorious average. Yeah, I remember that. Oh shit. Physics says everyone has their own important reasons for living. I live for 2 reasons. I was born, and number 2, I haven't died yet. Those are also my reasons, dude. My 2 important reasons to keep going. I was born and I haven't died yet. That is a very positive way of seeing life, Physics. Curses, Granted Ted is a medium if you're at Starbucks. Oh shit. Are we cooking Starbucks now because of their sizing in cups and shit? Yeah. We only have 1 Starbucks in all of my country. Can you imagine that? And they opened it like 2 months ago. Something like that. Yeah. How many Starbucks are there in the US? Okay, let me export this image. And finally, we're gonna bring this shit into Unreal Engine. Fucking finally, dude. Okay, let me replace that one. Let's close up this one. Let's open up this one. And let's copy that thing. I don't know if it's the right sizing. We'll see. We'll figure out pretty soon. So, new layer. Almost. Fuck yeah. Almost the right sizing of this. So, should I scale it there? Yeah. So, if I save this one, let's go back into Blockbench. Check it out. Fuck yeah. Let's go back into Unreal Engine. Finally. Fucking finally. Perry says too many Starbucks. Shit. Now, we only have 1 here in all of the country. Pakaku says living is hard sometimes, but there are so many people to meet and so many sites to see and so many games to play and so many hot dogs. Like, there's so many hot dogs. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I fucking love hot dogs, dude. Yeah. You just made me meditate a bit, dude. Because I haven't had a hot dog in a good time, in a good while. Good amount of time. And I miss hot dogs. Physics says, my friend said he's single by choice. It's just not his choice. I am on that club, dude. I am on that club. We have meetings each Friday with your friend. We've got a big club. We have meetings on Discord. I know about that one. Yeah, being single by choice. It's just not my choice. Pakaku says, oh my god, pick. Oh fuck, dude, hot dogs. I fucking love hot dogs. It's been a while since I had one. Curtis says, I took a trip to Seattle once and I did a bus tour. We saw the original Starbucks cafe and then just down the street was another Starbucks. What? Starbucks is from Seattle? Grimeshine, only hands, are you there? I didn't know Starbucks, the original, was from fucking Seattle. Fuck, that is cool. Physics says, I ate 4 hot dogs today. Ah, fuck, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you. There was a time in which I ate 4 hot dogs in a day. We are not in that time anymore, but there was a time indeed. Okay, let's export this. Yeah. Okay, Real Spaceman Memories, Futuro, House. This one, let's create a new folder on this one, OBJ. This one's gonna be M Futuro House. Ramses says, yup, dude. How come you hadn't told me the original Starbucks cafe is from Seattle? Pakaku says, everyone's vision of me in those communities is probably my 16-pound life with how much I talk about food. Yeah, I love food, dude, but I've been trying to lose weight. Yeah, the years go by and your body's not the same one. Curtis says, I got a hot dog when I went to Costco. They're so good. I haven't tried Costco hot dogs. The hot dogs that I have here are from a place called Circle K. Do you have Circle K in the US? Is it the same fucking thing? Is it the same fucking name? Grimes says Starbucks is ass. I know, dude, but it's good lore to know that the original one is from Seattle. Calavera says, is the original one better? It doesn't seem like it's still ass. Pakaku says, I like Starbucks. Okay, is this like Democrats and Republicans, people liking Starbucks and hating Starbucks? Curse says Starbucks is ass, make no mistake. Oh shit. Ryan says, we lost our NBA team because of the owner of Starbucks, and so that makes it so a sore subject for me. Oh fuck Starbucks then, dude. Fuck Starbucks and its Seattle history. Yeah, I didn't know you lost the fucking... Oh, dude, I remember that team. This guy, Gary, the one that had good trash talk, played on that one, right? Yeah, Gary Payton. Was that from Seattle? Yeah. Am I mistaken? Yeah. Dude, I didn't know that team wasn't from Seattle anymore. Physics says, imagine how great life would be if pizza made you skinny. Yeah. That would be a good life. Pakaku says Circle K is a gas station here. Okay. Yeah. So here too, you can find Circle K in gas stations. It is not a gas station, but you can also find Circle K in non-gas stations. Calavero says Honduran coffee for the win. You do not coffee if you haven't tried Honduran coffee. Yeah, people, you should try Honduran coffee. Calavero and me are from Honduras, and our coffee is not ass like Starbucks. Pakaku says Starbucks is good, y'all are just mean. Pakaku says iced coffee be getting a bad rap. Oh shit. Physics says the thicker you are, the more snacks you can layer in your lap. Grimshaw says Gary Payton, Sean Kemp. Yeah, dude, I remember that generation. Fuck, I didn't know that team wasn't from Seattle anymore, dude. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. Pakaku says I had the worst slice of pizza of my life today. Why, Pakaku? Dude, so you went to McDonald's and then you went to buy pizza, dude? What the fuck, Pakaku? You gotta take care of your health, dude. Okay, let's go back into Unreal. Let's import this shit. Fucking finally, dude. Okay, Kurt says it's overpriced, over-roasted, drip coffee. Oh shit, dude. You're gonna get cancelled by Pakaku. Physics says Seattle Supersonics became the Oklahoma Thunder. Ah, shit, dude. That is so shitty. Pakaku says, I used to think the same, but I've opened my eyes since then. How naive I was to think Starbucks was anything but peak. Oh, shit. Pakaku's a real Starbucks defender, it seems. Okay, let me find the folder. Buildings here. Urban. I'm gonna place it in urban. It's not an urban house, but I'm gonna place it in urban just because of the design. Graham just says they do a lot of really messed up union busting things to their employees and have screwed them over many times. Yeah, I have heard that about Starbucks. Yeah, but I've also heard a lot of people think the coffee is ass. And I would suppose that for me, having good coffee every day and it grows here and shit, I would find it ass. Pakaku says, I don't even like coffee. I just get them and it's yummy. Kurt says, iced coffee is good. There are better options than Starbucks. Which one? Dunkin' Donuts? Is that a good iced coffee in the US? It's ass here. It's shit. Physics says, my wife says I am... Oh, what? Oh, shit. What, dude? Yeah. Oh fuck, physics. What the fuck, dude? Is this true, dude? Is this true? do you become sexual after that? Pakaku says, I've tried other options. I don't have any strong affection for Starbucks. I just happen to have it on occasion, so I have to justify wasting my money. I do like their drinks though. Oh, so you just waste your money just for the sake of being an American and spending your money in Starbucks, right? It's like an American duty. Curtis says, another good reason to not go there. Yeah, about what Gramscian said. Gramscian says, yeah, I mean, I personally hate the coffee, but I'm not hating if other people like it. The thing is, we just have so much local coffee that is 10 times better. Just like here, dude. I don't even fucking get why the fuck Starbucks would come here and people would be lining up outside of Starbucks to get that shitty coffee. We have 100 times better coffee in Honduras. It's not even 10 times. It is 100 times better, dude. Yeah. It's just fucking branding, dude. Just branding. Akaku says Dunkin' Donuts is pretty ass, better off just brewing at home. Nothing says American like wasting your money on overpriced coffee. Yeah, dude, nothing says American as that. Okay, this one's gonna be Futuro House. I think we're gonna have a couple of these ones in different places. So these ones are gonna be Futuro Houses. And this one's gonna be Futuro House 01. Yeah, let's import that shit. Real Spaceman Memories, Futuro. Getting back to chat, people. Give me a second. And Futuro House, OBJ, and let's import this one. What is the scale of this? Is it 60? I don't think it's 60. No, it should have to be bigger, right? Yeah, I think it's like 100 or 120, something like that. Makaku says my local coffee is a streaming third. Basic says no man, sex in my household is like Windows update. Wife always selects not now option. Oh fuck, you're cooked. Physics is cooked. Yeah, Calavera says shitty expensive coffee. To be clear, I haven't tried it. Yeah, I haven't tried Starbucks, and I will not go to the Starbucks here in Honduras. We have good coffee, like the real one. What the fuck would I go and pay for that overpriced shit? I am not hating on Starbucks, and I'm very sorry if you feel offended, but dude, we have good coffee in these countries. That is one of the good things of the third world. We have good coffee. Makaku says, also, no one can make a salad around here to save their lives. This one place just gives you a bowl of lettuce and jum sauce. Ah, yeah, so the salads suck in the US. Curse says, genuinely sad for you, Pakaku. Pakaku says, I don't even like jum sauce. You don't like it, dude? Why? Okay, let's import this file. I think it's, I think it's 100. Yeah, I suppose it is 100. Yeah, it is 100, the sizing of this. And let's transform this one mirror on the... No. See, this is what I don't fucking know which fucking mirroring axis I have to do. C is different in Blockbench and in Maya and in Blender and in Crocodile. Y is different in each one of these fucking softwares. I never know which one is which one. Pakaku says the state of our food is kind of sad. I imagine, dude. I have seen that in the US. Yeah. The food culture is not the best one. Asia has a better food culture. Okay, yeah, this is the right sizing, I suppose. 100. Okay, let's create a material for this one. 2D pixels, sprite action. Let's create a material on this one. Mat 01. Yeah, Futuro House. Mat Futuro House. Okay, let's go to the mesh. And finally, Futuro House. There it is, fucking finally in Unreal Engine. That looks like a cool place to visit. Some weird guy is gonna be living here. Akakusa's mom and dad are arguing again. Nerdy's dad and Blockbench's mom. Oh shit, dude, I'm very sorry for being a shitty parent, Pakaku. Yeah, I'm very sorry, dude. But we love each other. It's not my original wife. This is like my mistress, Blockbench, because my original wife is Crocodile, and I am cheating on Crocodile with Blockbench. Gramsci says, is KFC popular in Honduras? it's just a regular restaurant. Yeah. People eat it, but it's not extremely popular. Popeyes is more popular than KFC here in Honduras. Yeah. Popeyes is more popular than KFC. If there's an American chicken that people like here, it's Popeyes. Makaku says, oh my god, cool ass house. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm happy. Yesterday it was shit. Today it looks decent. Physics says, in the US we have the mentality, why get thinner when you can get more dinner? I know that mentality, dude. I have dealt with that one. It's not only about the United States, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's more present in the US. Pakaku says, this is a lot to take in, nerdy. Never been to Popeyes. Dave's Hot Chicken though? Hell yeah. Oh shit. Saying that Popeyes is popular here is a lot to take. Is that a hot take in the US? No, we do not have Dave's Hot Chicken here in Honduras. We only have Popeyes, Church's Chicken, which I fucking like. I like Popeyes. And I like KFC the least of the three. But these are not the popular chickens in Honduras. The popular chickens are the local ones. We've got this fucking thing called Pollolandia, which would be in English Chicken Land. Check out this shit. This is like I would die for Pollolandia, for Chicken Land. You can find a Chicken Land, a Pollolandia every 3 fucking corners in this country. Yeah, so this is a Pollolandia or Chicken Land. Check it out. And this is what people eat. Yeah, Popeyes and Churches and KFC are mostly a middle class thing. But the people, all of the classes, high class, middle class, and low class, eat Pollolandia, Chicken Land. Pakaku says, okay, let me read first. Curry says, does anyone ever had the Indonesian coffee that they make by letting a local mammal species eat the beans and pop it out? No, I don't know that one, dude. I didn't know this even existed. Pakaku says, KFC has also gone downhill significantly. Shit. Physics says, Pollo Loco. Yeah. No, we don't have a Pollo Loco here, but it's a crazy chicken. It's a good chicken. Pakaku says, no, but Dunkin' tastes exactly like how this process sounds. Oh, shit. Corey says, Los Pollos Hermanos. No, we don't have Pollos Hermanos. We have a big chicken restaurant that is owned by 2 brothers. It is not named Los Pollos Hermanos. It is named Power Chicken, and it's a good chicken, but it is owned by 2 brothers. Pakaku says, still go to Dunkin' all the time though. It's my goat. Ah shit, the Dunkin' fucking sucks. The donuts and the coffee are just the same here. We've got the good handmade, homemade donuts here in Honduras. I don't like Dunkin'. Yeah, not at all. I'm sorry, American people, for these offenses, but nah. Yeah. Okay, let's change the collision on this one. Yeah, before we go on top of it. Yeah, use complex that one. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's go and check out the house, finally. Yeah, so here we have Pollolandia. It's like Chicken Land in English. And you can find that shit everywhere, and everybody eats that shit. Poor people, rich people, middle class people eat that shit. That shit is king. And I love that shit. Yeah. Grimeshine, do you love KFC, dude? Is that your chicken of choice? Why did you ask about KFC, by the way? Okay, let's see if this is the right sizing of the house. Yeah. I suppose. I could make it a bit bigger. Yeah. A bit bigger. So let's re-import the mesh. Let's try 120. Okay. Okay, Pakaku, I allowed the message. I hadn't seen it. Okay, Curtis says, I like KFC's chicken, but Popeyes has better sides. I like Popeyes fries. French fries. Yeah, those are really fucking good. Are they the same ones? The ones that have like, yeah, this type of seasoning and shit? Pakaku says Dunkin' Donuts are absolutely horrible. Bro, the donuts at Dunkin' are so fucking ass. I understand why they dropped the donuts on their name now. Shit. Physics says go inside the house. Yeah, I'm gonna design the interior of the house, dude. Not today, but I'm gonna design that interior, which is gonna be interesting because it's gonna be circular, different from the other ones. Calavera says to Pakaku, we had an unlicensed Dunkin' and I swear to God it was way better. Yes! Yeah, this is a true story. I'm gonna show it here. Curtis says, yeah, we have those fries. Yeah, those are good. Popeye's fries are good. Okay, let me move this one a bit up, I suppose. Yeah, I think this would be the better sizing of this. Are we having the right filtering on this one? Yeah. Okay, let's go and check it out. I'm gonna tell that story about the unlicensed, untrademarked Dunkin' Donuts in Honduras, which was better than the original fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Basic says pronounce Popeyes in Spanish, bro. It's killing me. Popeyes? Yeah, we just say Popeyes here. Yeah. Pakaku says interesting. Yeah, I'm telling that story. Grimson says, nah, I never go there. I was just curious about KFC. We have really bad poultry laws here. And when I went to Ecuador, people go crazy for the chicken there, and it actually tastes good because they take good care of their chickens. Ah, so KFC tastes good in Ecuador or just regular fried chicken? Fried chicken is king here in Honduras, dude. That shit is fucking good. Pakaku says Arby's curly fries are the best fries. We do not have Arby's here. Pakaku says you cannot change my mind. So I'm not even gonna argue because we do not have Arby's here. Okay, this is the right sizing, 120. Fuck yeah, I like this weird ass house in the middle of the forest. Physics says, why are the spaceship stairs facing the other stairs? Shouldn't they face a different direction? Which one are you talking about? Spaceship stairs facing the other stairs? Which other direction? I don't think I'm getting what you're saying. Okay, let me tell the story about the untrademarked Dunkin' Donuts in Honduras. Okay, so in Honduras, before real Dunkin' Donuts came to Honduras, we had this shit called DKD. I don't know if they had like some licensing deal with Dunkin' and shit, but the recipes were not the same ones as in Dunkin' Donuts of the US. Yeah, so we had this thing called DKD. Yeah, let me open the image in a new tab. Yeah. So this is the one that we had here in Honduras before Dunkin' Donuts existed. Then Dunkin' Donuts came in, but these fuckers already had a trademark in Honduras. And Dunkin' Donuts was existing at the same time as DKD. And DKD donuts are king, and Dunkin' Donuts are ass. So yeah, Honduras has the better donuts. Yeah, this is a true story. Yeah, Pakaku says those donuts look good. They are good, dude. They aren't shit. This Danish one, this is like, this is my childhood, dude. This is, oh fuck, this is my childhood, dude. I love this shit. Yeah, and they look and are as good as they look, dude. Yeah. Yeah, let me open link in a new tab. When is this from? Yeah, so unfortunately DKD doesn't exist anymore. They closed shop in the middle of the pandemic. But this shit was good, dude. Yeah. I hope they come back, because they were good. Yeah, so we had an unlicensed, untrademarked Dunkin' Donuts in Honduras. Calavera says at the beginning it was really called Dunkin' Donuts. Ah, and then they had to change to DKD. Yeah, Pakaku says never been to In-N-Out. Yeah, I don't know what In-N-Out is also. Calavera says they were good. COVID killed that business. I still miss them. I also miss them, dude. This one, nobody can get that recipe, dude. Nobody gets even close. We've got other good donuts from other places, but that Danish one from DKD, the untrademarked Dunkin' Donuts. Ah, fuck, dude, that was good, and I missed that. I grew up with that shit. It's got a place in my heart. Okay. What's up with these trees? Let me see. Browse to this asset. Okay. Where did I? Okay, let me see. Let me open up this blueprint. How did I build this shit? Okay, so I do need one that is that has less trees. So I'm gonna select this one, this one, this one, and this one. Can I just delete them? Yeah, I can. No. Don't do that, dude. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna compile this one. I'm gonna make a duplicate of this blueprint. Yeah, physics says, Pakaku says, gang, I think I'm gonna go to sleep time now. Thank you, dude. Thank you for coming. Have a good rest of your night, Pakaku. Calavero says, In-N-Out are good burgers. We had out on here for some time. Dude, I didn't try In-N-Out. What the fuck? Pakaku says, bye, everybody. Thank you, Pakaku. A lot of fun. Have a good night. Physics says, when you get married, you'll get In-N-Out. Don't worry. Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh, shut up. Curtis says it's definitely worth going, but you're not gonna get the full experience if you just order your burger how it's on the menu. You have to put on grilled onions and other modifications of the secret menu. Bye, Pakaku says Curry also. Yeah, I know about secret menus. We've got a place here that has a secret menu. It's a Chinese place, and that shit is fucking cool. I like secret menus. Yeah, I didn't know you had secret menus in In-N-Out in the US. Physics laughing. Yeah. Shut up, dude. This is 401, BP 401. So I'm gonna make this one shorter. With like, yeah, let me see. Let me figure out this one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's select this one. Let's compile it. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, a shorter version of this. So I can have the house there. Yeah, we're gonna make a forest around here also. Yeah, so let me delete this one. Yeah, how does this one look? Yeah, we may have some other interesting shit around here and some other entrance to some place here also. Yeah, so I'm just gonna delete this ones. And this one also, so we can like change the layout of the whole place. Okay, let me read the comments. Physics says Chinese secret menu is where they have the roasted cat. No, do you have also those stories in the US, dude? We have those stories here about Chinese restaurants in Honduras. It's never been proven. I don't think it's true, these stories, but they are very common. Yeah, I don't think it's true. Yeah, but do other countries also have those yeah, like urban legends about restaurants and shit? Okay, let me move this one to here. Okay, I'm gonna leave some space for like an entrance to a shrine around here, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna have an entrance to a shrine around there. Nah, this one I'm gonna move it a bit back. Yeah, so I'm gonna change the whole layout of this place here. Yeah, let me move this one here. I just ghost says meow, laughing my ass off. Do you also have those stories there, dude? Poor says, I wish In-N-Out would just print the secret menu. It's frustrating how many people come to the West Coast and are unimpressed by In-N-Out just because they don't know the local burger lore. Dude, that's what makes it fun, I suppose, having the secret menu and it being secret. And they do know, in terms of marketing, why they keep it secret, I think. IGS says, why come back to y'all talking about eating cats? No, dude, we're not talking about eating cats. I'm just asking because yeah, we have those urban legends here. I don't think they're true, but people talk about that. Yeah, and it's not even that common, even in Asian countries. It's like some very specific regions that can eat dogs or cats. It's not like all of the countries, like the whole countries, but it's real in some places. Yeah, curses, we have those rumors too. It's never been proven. It's genuinely upsetting when I hear someone joke about it. Do you think it's upsetting because it could be true? You think it could be true and it would be upsetting because of the animal protection? Physics says animal. Yeah, I don't get that one. Yeah, no, here it's never been proven, but it's a real urban legend. Yeah, it's a real urban legend. I don't think it's true, nonetheless. And the thing, I think it started because some places in Asia, some cultures do consume different animals. That is very much true. And some places may eat cats or dogs. It's a cultural thing. You may see, like, for example, this is the best example I can give you. Have you seen these things? They look cute. Have you seen guinea pigs? They look so fucking cute, right? A lot of places in South America eat guinea pigs and they fucking enjoy it. So it's a cultural thing. I would not judge someone eating a dog or a cat, as crazy as it may seem to me as a Western person. It depends on which culture you grew up with. Physics says my wife is Asian and she confirmed the cat rumors are nah, your wife is from India and I haven't heard those rumors from India, dude. Yeah, I think we're talking about Southeast Asia. Cora says no, it's because some people genuinely believe it's true. My grandma won't eat Chinese food because she thinks there's gonna be a dog in her orange chicken. Yeah, that is sad, dude. That is sad. That is sad towards the culture and shit, right? And it can be offensive. And I'm not saying it in an offensive way. Yeah, I'm just saying that the stories are true and the urban legends are real in many places, but they haven't been proven. No, the stories are not true. It's just true that people talk about them. And it's a cultural thing. This is the best example I could give you. I wouldn't judge someone that comes from a culture that eats dogs and cats too, as crazy as it may seem. Guinea pigs, they look nice, right? You want to see guinea pigs in South America? These are how they look in South America, dude. So it's a cultural thing. IGS Go says they say they are amazing. Hey, lots of animal taste good. Luca, I love turtle and would eat them anytime. I wouldn't try turtle, dude. But I've seen people that eat turtle and they like it. So it's a cultural thing. Kurt says I wouldn't judge them either. Yeah, exactly. It's a cultural thing. That's why I wouldn't find it offensive in some ways. It's sad, right, that some people believe it. I have never stopped eating Chinese food. I fucking love Chinese food like crazy. One of my favorite foods. And yeah, it's just sad that some people believe it, as you're saying. Yeah, Physics says, I mean, there used to be a lot of stray dogs by the... Nah, I'm not reading that one. Calavero says, everything tastes like chicken anyway. Exactly, dude. Yeah, everything can taste like chicken anyway. Physics says, Pollolandia serves guinea pig. No, Central America doesn't eat guinea pigs. It's a South American thing. Here, it's just chicken, regular chicken. Okay. Desaturated. Yeah, let me bring this mesh. Yeah, so where is the whole mesh, dude? Do I have... Yeah. Yeah. Where do I have these trees? Where are these trees? Yeah, BP round 3. Said this one. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this one here. Yeah. So I'm blocking things out, so sometimes the blueprints will not work. Okay, ad break ended on Twitch. Thank you for the support, people, for staying here, for not leaving with the ads and shit. Really means a lot. Okay, what time is it? Oh, 2 minutes to go, so do not leave on Twitch. We're gonna go and do a raid to a fellow game developer. At least today, we have the Futuro house, the flying saucer house, and it looks nice. It looks interesting. Okay, let me copy this one. Let's go here to desaturated. Let's copy it here. And let's change the material of this one. Did it copy the whole fucking blueprint, dude? I thought it copied the whole fucking blueprint. Copy the blueprint, Unreal Engine. Okay, BP round 3. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's change the material of this. Curry says, can I live in one of those houses? Yes, Curry. I'm gonna give you access to live on one of these houses. It would be really fucking cool, right? Yeah, this would be like the nerd's dream. Living in the middle of a forest in this retro futuristic flying saucer house. Yeah, that is a good idea. Yeah, it ended up looking nice. It's good because yesterday it looked like shit. I can accept when what I'm doing looks like shit. So yesterday it looked like shit, so I'm happy today it looks kind of decent. Okay, started make actor material. Okay, this one is desaturated. What is the name of the material? How desaturated? Yeah, desaturated. That's the name. Yeah, static mesh. Ah, rendering. Yeah. Okay. Material parameters. Okay, so where the fuck is that material? Okay, material. Okay, here it is. Desaturated green tree 1. Yeah. Desaturated green tree 2. Ah, not that one. Maybe this one. Yeah, that one works. Physics is all right, man, and I'm out. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Physics. Have a good night, dude. I'm also leaving, dude. I'm also leaving. Oh, fuck, my internet is shit right now. Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, 3 hours already. Yeah, I can see my internet drops. I don't know what the fuck that is happening. So, see you tomorrow, people. Same time. Thank you for coming. If you're on Twitch, do not leave. Let's go and support a fellow game developer. Okay, Twitch, raid browser. Let's make a raid. Let's make some friends. Or let's support a friend that we already know. So, who is live on Twitch on the raid browser? Give me a sec, people, so we can see it here on the main screen. Who is... Yeah, raid browser. Okay, here it is. Let's see who we can find making some games. First says, I would grow some tomatoes out front, maybe some peppers. Yeah, I would also do that. Curry, that is a good idea. Thank you for coming, Curry. We had a lot of fun today. Good shit. Hope you come tomorrow or any other day. Thank you for coming, people. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Do not forget to add my game to your wish list. You can find it there on the pinned message in the chat before we go. So let's find someone here. Let's see what this person's doing. Which engine is this one? I don't know this engine, which is cool. So let's go and support this person. Yeah. I don't know this person. Assurim Press. So it's cool to go and support. Okay, started in a raid. Have a good night. Grimeshine, good night, dude. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Fuck yeah, 6 viewers. Ready to raid. 7. Yeah. Calavero says, see ya. Curry says, RPG Maker, perhaps. Perhaps. Let's go and check it out. I'm gonna hang out there to meet this person. This is a person that I do not know. So it's always good to meet. Game Maker, I think. This is Game Maker. Good shit. Have a good night, people.